Welcome to the Horror Hangout, a podcast where film fans watch the best and worst horror movies of all time and talk about them. My name is Ben Errington, and today I'm joined by regular co-host Mr.
Andy Conduit Turner. Bonjour, Ben. How you doing?
Bonjour. Are you bloody French or something? Andy, live from Paris, and Matthew
Live from
Lillard's lap.
Paris. Yeah, me and Matthew are just out here celebrating the European launch of Scream 7, and as we establish in the film, spoilers for the film, by the way, everybody, we will be spoiling it in full. A lot of people do a lot of Zoom calling into things in this film, so I thought we were really on brand.
Really on brand. You sitting on Matthew Lillard's lap doing a Zoom call. We're very, very lucky to be joined by a very special returning guest, friend of the show. We're gonna call her co-host at this point, and Horror Hangout correspondent, live and on the streets. Emma Cownley. Hello. Oh, you made a
All
face when I
right.
said streets. Oh no.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Oh,
She's not in the
okay.
streets right now. She's clearly at
Fair
the
enough.
Macca
You
house.
you thought I meant it like an insult, didn't you?
No.
You thought I meant it
Now
in a
she does.
in a rude way. I meant
I
just
I
like,
don't feel like you're like lucky or privileged to have me,
no.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, we're
We're
still lucky
very
and
happy you're here
privileged.
once again. And we had the extra additional, like Emma, you've seen it on the socials, everybody. You're able to go to the special press screening in Old London town to see Scream on Horror Hangout's behalf. That's why we're especially grateful for having a correspondent with the charisma and, the gumption that you're able to bring to the show. Thank you for going for us.
Oh my God. Are you kidding? Of course. Like I am and always have been the biggest Scream fan. So to be able to be there at the coalface, so to speak, as a
Yeah.
correspondent,
Oh,
um,
correspondent. That's a
Correspondent,
much better
very
word.
good.
Yeah.
getting drunk on Paramount's dime. Are you kidding me? I was like,
Yes,
I'll take
please.
two of those beers, extra of this, and you won't question me.
Wait, who are you?
I mean, like, I'm the
Name's
media, I'll have you know. Oh, you want a bad write-up? Oh, okay.
Because you're gonna
Oh,
get
I'm
one.
sorry. I'm gonna have to go and write this in a terrible mood now because I've only had one beer.
One free beer.
You were also the meat in a Ghostface sandwich.
I was, and even though I know it's probably two very average Cineworld employees underneath that, as soon as anyone puts that ghost face outfit and mask on,
Hmm.
instantly the enhotification of the individual through the
Yeah.
roof. I was like, "Hey, daddy." It's probably like some poor 21-year-old fucking intern.
All right.
No, I actually curtsied when I went up because I was like, oh my God, I'm in
Oh
the
yes.
presence of greatness.
How did I not? I wanted to be there to see this, for God's sake.
You
Oh,
curtsying at ghost faces.
to
Is
both of them like bowing to approach. I was like, how do you want to do this?
Did they
Like,
say anything? Or were they mute?
you
No,
know,
they
they
didn't have the
did they
voice
did say
changer.
things, yeah. But I wish that they'd like face the
Right,
camera
okay.
and instead of me, because like we want to see the mask in the picture.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you
Stop
mean.
getting in my face. But part of me was like titillated, like, oh my God.
Mm. Is
Um,
horny for Ghostface something that's
yeah,
only really
everyone.
happened in recent years, or has that always been around?
Oh, yeah. Or I think always. Are you
Yeah.
kidding? Ever since the first two killers were like certified hotties who were also
Mm.
low-key gay for each other, but also insane.
Yeah, they were.
Women love that.
There's been some sexy ghost faces over the years as well. We've gone through the history.
I don't
Timothy
think there's a
Elephant.
ghost face that's not sexy apart from these most recent ones.
I was gonna say, like, what the hell? Yeah, I mean, obviously you had are we including the mum from number two? What's his name?
Well,
Billy Loomis's
You
mum?
Roseanne
can't
Arnold's
deny that she
sister,
had
Yeah.
moxie.
Jackie.
I think it's the trouser suit, isn't it? She's got like
Yeah.
businesswoman.
And her killer instinct for a
Yeah.
story as a reporter.
Yeah.
What's her name? Diane
Yeah.
Sawyer?
I guess horny for Ghost. The only reason I'm saying that is because I guess horny for Ghostface is more of a thing that's present online now. It was obviously
Yeah.
happening years ago, but
It's
um,
masks though, isn't it? as well. It's the danger element and the masks.
Yeah.
I think if you're a formative age, Ben, certainly our generation when Scream was first on, that is a formative teenage slash early 20s Halloween party where that is everyone's Halloween
Yeah.
costume.
Because it's easy, isn't it?
Everyone,
And it's
everyone
comfy.
in their right mind has had a fumble with
Very
a
easy.
ghost face over the years.
I had a Ghostface costume. I didn't have the one which had like blood in it. Do you remember that one where you could like pump blood
Oh,
into
squeeze a
the
little heart and blood
mask?
would go down
Yeah,
the mask. But premium that was.
that was premium. Yeah, that was some good shit. When someone had that, you knew it was real. Is it also because like slashers in horror films aren't like really sexy anyway? You haven't got a sexy Jason, a sexy Michael Myers, a sexy
Yeah, but it
Freddy.
doesn't really matter that they're not like actually sexy. It's like Vessel from Sleep Token. Like we know what he looks like, but we don't care. He's
Every photo of
wearing a
him though is from like
mask.
years ago, though, right? Isn't it?
Huh?
You can't look like that still. Every photo I've seen of Vessel is like from years ago. It's like him when he was in college or something.
Yeah.
Or is he
But
still?
fundamentally, how much can a person change? I mean,
Yeah,
Elon Musk put loads of money into changing his appearance, and he's still a solid like 4.
that's generous. That is.
Yeah, that is
Vessel
generous to
though,
be fair.
definite dweeb, and he's a dweeb.
And he's got all the money and resources in the world. So what are you
Yeah, well,
gonna?
Elon Musk fucked it. There is a portrait of him in a basement somewhere that looks fucking stunning. Whereas he's
What
getting
was
more
Grimes
waxy and
thinking?
Palpatine-ish by the day.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, that's him.
Well, I can't like I simultaneously long and dread the day when my disembodied body on some sentience off on some space station somewhere reads the message somehow Elon has returned.
He's bloody back. But yeah, the event was fun. Do you think an event like that like improves your enjoyment of a film, or do you think
Yeah,
yeah?
because you're there with like diehard fans.
Mm,
So like there were actual reactions in the cinema. We're like, oh, yeah," but overall a respectfulness. Whereas I feel
That's
like
yeah,
if you
good.
just go to a normal cinema with normal folk who don't necessarily care,
yeah.
they're talking, they're on their phone, they're getting art, they're just
I had a
disrespectful.
lot of that in my screening. I was like, for fuck's sake, like there was.
I had a couple, like I was quite close to the back of the cinema, and then they were not directly behind me on the back row, up in the corner. And what they had done was try to sit as far away from everybody so they could just talk at normal volume
Oh,
at the front
get
thing,
the
and
fuck out.
very casually tap the whole row of seats with their foot. And I'm like, sit fucking still, otherwise I'll stab you to death.
Did you say
And
anything, Andy? Did you
and then I would
actually
blame
say
it on them. No,
anything?
not a lunatic. I just
In in Scream 6, I had to because I was in one of those everyman cinemas where it's
Oh
couches and
yeah,
stuff, and
yeah,
it was
yeah,
obviously some kind of date night situation for everyone there.
yeah.
And the woman next to me was like, "Oh," and she was talking, and she was like, "Oh," to everyone, like everyone's like, "Oh, what am I like?" And I was like, "Will you shut up?" And she was like, she was so cucked,
I
like the whole rest of the time she was
sit in
like,
that chair.
and I don't ever say boo to a goose, but mate, it was fucking Scream. I paid
oh
premium. I was like, I will not have you
yeah.
in my ear the whole time, being
I
like, oh, what am I like? Oh my God. Oh, he
oh god.
scared me.
How
I was
long
like,
did
no
you
one gives
suffer
a
with
shit,
it for though?
Sharon.
Because there's always a question. How long do you suffer with it before you like say something, or do you just immediately? That's it.
I give them the benefit of the doubt,
Yeah, it's difficult
and
though.
then I have to fucking
It
say
So my
something.
spikes my anxiety at the first few minutes of like the film has clearly started. Why haven't you shut up yet? Why haven't you
yeah.
shut up yet?
Yeah, yeah.
Typically they do quieten down once people in the film start talking. But like those first few minutes, I don't care if it's just music. The film has
Yeah,
started.
the
What?
film has begun. Or in quiet, I hate it, but when it's in quiet moments, when like someone's sneaking around or like looking for something, and you know there's going to be a jump scare, but some people start taking me out of that moment. There was someone behind me like just commenting, going, "He's in the background now. Can you see him?" All right, fucking hell.
Oh, get the
I've
fuck
started.
out.
My reaction is initially a glare, but a big glare, like they
Yeah,
got to
you
know
got to
I'm
make
looking
it
at them.
really obvious.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, you've
yeah.
got to really turn
Followed
around.
by, followed by. So rather than direct at them, it's kind of
Say
like,
for fuck's sake,
What
passive
are we all
aggressively.
talking for?
Or is somebody talking?
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one as well.
Yeah.
What are we chatting about? What are people talking about? And then people might be a little bit embarrassed by it. I'm
Ben
embarrassed.
goes full teacher mode. I've never been more attracted to my wife than on a Boxing Day a number of years ago
You dressed as
when
Ghostface.
went to a very big, no, sadly not. That would be the only way to top it maybe. Um, we'd gone to what was a very big, busy screening of Life of Pi. She was working in like at shifts at the time, and some teenage girls like didn't, and like it's a full cinema, absolutely packed to the rafters in seats that we would have never chosen, but we were determined we were going to go and see this film, like about 3 rows from the front in the middle, and these teenagers are talking. She didn't mess around. She just turned around and was like, "I had a real stressful week. I didn't come here to talk to you. Do you want to shut the fuck up?" And just turned around and
Hell
glared these
yeah.
two girls in the face.
Aaron?
They did not even say anything. She was like, "Ah," and they were like, "Oh, sorry." And they're just so quiet. You
You
know,
say
like
she
even when
clunked
you're
their
a
heads
teenager.
together.
Yeah, she did a proper Mark Corrigan,
Mark
pulls a
Corrigan
knife on
clunking.
them, Mr. Cutty Knife.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's why I feel like watching things in like an actual environment with film fans is probably better because you do give people the benefit of the doubt, but because you know that they're gonna be quiet when they need to be,
Yeah.
not
That's
Yeah, I
yakking.
why I
also
get
think
all
like
my
you're
viewing at Fright Fest. I like pack it in.
Mm.
But if ever anyone is talking, they're outright being rude about the film, knowing full well that they're in the presence of probably the cast and the director and stuff. And
Yeah,
that
that's
is
true.
so rare. But when it does happen, I'm like, bring back shame.
oh
Bring
no,
back
you have to
shaming.
at events like that, the thing that always gets me is people are very typically very quiet and respectful during the screening of the film, but will then the second the lights go be like, "Oh, it's fucking shit, wasn't it?" And I was like,
Yeah,
"Shut
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you are right. Actually, people do that.
like they will immediately announce it because they know they're with like cinema fans and things like that, and they'll announce it incredibly. Or we're there covering it for a podcast to keep track of what I've seen. I typically, after a screening, I go on, I don't review, but I will log what I have seen and
People have already
immediately
reviewed
seeing
things, haven't
the
they? Yeah.
people who have put the credits have barely got past the director and the lead cast. And and you flick up Letterboxd and it is like it's never the people who are like brilliant, 5 stars, 10 out of 10, perfect, best film. The people who've gone on there immediately to review it are the ones that are like 1.5 star. I know that this was a film made for a budget of 6 grand, but in my opinion, no Apocalypse Now. So
I just think no one who's ever made a film or tried to make a film or tried to do anything creative on their own, off their own back would ever like talk shit like that.
yeah,
Because it must be
Mm.
so fucking difficult.
yeah. I think it is difficult. It's difficult to understand what you're doing if you have to review consistently and you're actually trying to produce something because there isn't a different scale. I can't, it's not like you say, oh, well, this was the time you got on this race, but the track was wet. It's a case of like you can't review separately for independent and massive studio pictures, but it does, in my head at very least, I kind of do try and allow for those things based on
It
what
has to
people
factor into it,
have.
doesn't it? Like, for
Yeah,
example, Scream 7, which of
yeah.
course we will
Mm.
get to.
We've got lots of money.
Scream bloody seven. Okay, so obviously we're going to talk a lot about Scream 7, the Scream franchise in general. Let's do a little bit of horror news just before we jump into the big old review of the week. Let's start with some sad news, but let's just send our love to Mr. Bruce Campbell. He's announced today that he's been diagnosed with treatable cancer, and he still expects to be around for a while. But he's posted that on social media, and obviously the love from everyone in the horror community has been great to see. So yeah, we're just sending our love to Bruce as well. Bless him.
Such a
Yeah,
nice guy. So good to the fans as well.
Yeah,
one of
I
my
mean it's a
favorite
great
genre
message
actors.
as well. He kind of talks about not trying to enlist sympathy or advice. He just wants to get the information out there because obviously we know what social media is like with rumors and you disappear from the public eye for a while and then turn back up and people start going, Jim Carrey's a bloody clone and stuff like that. don't know. Well, I don't know if
Yeah,
you guys have seen that as well.
I have seen rumors of him being a clone. Yeah.
Yeah,
But of
someone
course, we
turns
know
out
the only
looking
one of
slightly
those that is
different.
true is of course Avril Lavigne, which is why she has not
That's
aged a
true. Yeah.
day because
We
she is
all know
now,
that
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
true.
really her and hasn't been for quite some time.
No.
yeah. When we're all rocking 60 and she still looks that because she's an atomic super person now,
Yeah.
then it'll all come out.
Bruce is still he's an executive producer on the upcoming Evil Dead Burn and Evil Dead Wrath as well.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be keeping busy throughout this. But yeah, he says he's a tough old son of a bitch, which I definitely agree with. So sending all the love to Bruce. Hail to the king, baby.
Yeah.
What other horror news have we got? We've got a trailer for Scary Movie 6, very relevant to Scream 7
Yeah, I've been looking
happening.
forward to a discussion on this since we had the pre-trailer teaser as well, where we saw firsthand the level of edginess we can expect uh from
Oh my God.
new scary movie, which is an opening scare, which is a I don't know if you've heard of this, guys. Apologies if you've never encountered comedy before, but the edgiest bit you'll ever see there, where someone is being stabbed and someone goes, "Oh my goodness, he's stabbing her," and then we get my pronouns are they, them. Honestly, a joke with such an amount of edge to it that you would still be welcome in a Hardy Boys fan group
My
with that because
eyes
there's bloody
rolled
no edge to it, is what I'm saying.
my eyes rolled so far back into my head that I was like the Undertaker because I went,
Yeah.
the fuck? And immediately looked at the comments, and the comments were basically this: so many snowflakes are going to be so offended by this. Comedy is back.
Yeah, or
Lol.
like I'm gonna get cancelled for watching this film. No, you're gonna get cancelled, my friend, for having boring slash dog shit opinions.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Like, I've, I'm not like the biggest fan of Scary Movie, but whatever, isn't it? I don't know. How do you
You
It's
feel
can
about
always
this,
been a
Emma?
bit shit though, hasn't it? Like it's
Yeah.
kind of like adults that have like a child's humor, but not like it's a very specific flavor. Like it's not my it's never really been like my
No,
type of
I
humor.
don't.
And then when I heard that joke, I was like, oh, you can fuck right off.
Yeah, that was shit,
yeah.
wasn't it? That kind of
And
sucked.
I want to be especially explicit in this is that don't be mistaken. You haven't crossed the line. I'm not like, you can't joke about people being sensitive about pronouns. It's because it's shit. It's
It's
because that
because
is
it's because it's shit.
weak
It's
shit.
because it's because it's shit. It's because it's not funny. It's because the people, you know what I mean? In the world we're living in currently, with all the fucking knobheads in charge, there's so much available to really rip the piss out of, isn't there?
Mm.
So many absolute bastards we can take down a peg or two. But for some reason, we're going after people who maybe have a slightly different gender identity to you. It's a bit shit.
Yeah.
I'm the only thing I kind of am interested in doing is like what kind of spoofs they do, what kind of parodies they do of things. Maybe not necessarily the jokes, but I guess how they deliver those things. Because there's a bit in it where it's like Terrifier, and I'm like, that's just Terrifier. That doesn't seem like a spoof. That just seems like that is
That's
just
just a bit
Terrifier.
of Terrifier. And
I
there's a
Yeah,
do
bit
wonder
where
if that's has its place in cinema history, and now we're
yeah.
somewhere completely different. Like, I wonder if that is gonna land with
Mm.
the younger generations because they are so much more like
Well,
socially aware.
I feel like spoof movies never really. I mean, it had a place, but I feel like most people knew they were dog shit. I think Scary Movie was probably the one out of all of them which maybe had a little bit more going for it than stuff like what was it called, Andy? Meet the what?
Meet the
Meet the
Spartans.
Spartans, Disaster Movie, all that stuff,
Oh,
which
what that
was
Twilight one?
what was oh yeah, what
Was
was
that
that one?
Vampires
Not
Suck?
another
No.
vampire movie, was it
Not
called?
another vampire
Not
movie.
another teen movie. I think like
Not
again,
another teen movie.
I was of the
There was
age
this
where that was a bit more relevant for me.
there was
Um,
superhero movie with Drake of Drake and Josh fame in it.
oh yeah, he was like the Dragonfly.
Yeah, the
But I
Dragonfly.
feel like we stopped doing that
Yeah, we
because it
did.
was so fucking done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I
why
don't know.
things
There is
like sorry, go on, Andy.
I was gonna say there is still a place in my heart for a wonderful spoof movie, but I don't need it to be direct lifts and shifts of certain things. I want a genre movie that is a comedy. Like and I'm not suggesting anyone try this because I don't think it's possible. Airplane is yet to be surpassed for a movie that has stupid shit in it, but is incredibly funny. And I will stand up very briefly for a bit of Scary Movie. There are some bits in there of the slapstick bits that when we did it for the show the other
Yeah,
year,
we
I
did it
did still really
years
enjoy
ago.
the bit where we're parodying the bit where Ghostface is chasing her through the house and there's loads of things on the stairs, including the grandma, and then she pushes a piano down the stairs after him. The physical comedy they do can be really, really good.
Yeah.
But for something like in the line that the very fact that they chose this for the get people excited teaser for the trailer, and it
Yeah.
was so Route One and boring and is already dated now before the film has come out. Like your uncle that you don't really like but have to see at Christmas's favorite comedian has been done doing those jokes. Piers Morgan has moved on from that kind of joke to point out that some
Has he?
people, yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's
Probably.
probably still suggesting that he identifies as an Apache attack helicopter, in which case I feel he should be commandeered by the army and dropped into a war zone because
Yeah.
that's what you do with those helicopters.
I think he should
Um,
identify as a bitch.
you can do that. He does that already. We've
Pretty good at that.
identified him as
I'd say he's
that.
pretty good at
A
that.
little bitch.
This is the first one that have got the Wayans brothers involved since 2001's Scary Movie 2. So, we've had Scary Movie 3, 4, and 5. It looks like they're doing that soft reboot thing as well, where it's just called Scary Movie. It's not called Scary Movie 6, I guess, because Scream did that. Yeah. You know what? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But whatever, innit? But
I'm
they
going to
seem
be
to
more
be
direct. I know
spoofing.
exactly what I'm trying to say. Try harder.
They're spoofing stuff that's like a few years old as well. It's not like they're just going for recent
Yeah.
films. Like, it looks like they're doing
Looking through the trailer, it's what? Get Out, Weapons,
Megan is in there.
Megan,
Megan.
Sinners, Halloween 2018, Long Legs. This is the thing. Another thing that I feel like suffers a bit with spoofing sometimes is when you're trying to take down things that are like just better or just good. Like if things are actually awful, spoofing things is all right. But
But also, Scream is already like kind of a spoof
yeah,
film,
yeah,
like a
yeah, definitely.
self-aware film that
Hmm.
makes fun of itself. So you can't make fun of a film that's already making fun of itself. Because that's like when someone goes, ha ha, yeah, and you. And it's like, yeah, we already did that joke. Like, that's
Yeah,
done. That bit is done.
it's
They're like,
definitely.
yeah, when the principal is weird. Ha ha ha. Yeah, that's the joke.
Yeah, it's
That's
the
the
joke.
joke,
Just
though,
repeated
isn't
the
it?
joke back to me. Thanks for that.
Yeah, like we literally did that joke.
It's doing a stupid laugh. When you make
Better.
a joke, it's doing a stupid laugh.
Yeah, exactly that. Although it looks like they've also really captured the zeitgeist of the Scream franchise by every character that was even vaguely popular in the old ones is back in this one. I've seen Deputy Doofy appears to be in it.
Yeah.
We have
Wasn't
the man with
Deputy Doofy
the
one of
man
the
with the
he was the
small
killer.
hand.
He was the killer in the
He
Got
was,
original.
away
yeah,
with
in the
it.
first film, yeah.
He did a Kaiser Soze, a little walk
And he
away,
was
didn't
like
he?
hot and he drove away in his
Yeah,
car.
that's right.
Yeah, so he's back. The guy with the small hand from the second one appears to be back.
Oh yeah,
All
has
of
long
your
legs
all
as
of your
well.
fa- all of your favorites
All your
are here.
favorites are here. Just have some better jokes, please. That's it. That's
Yeah.
all we want. Just
Oh,
basically.
I honestly, I'd be spun for a loop if that turned out. The Wines brothers could have played a blinder here because we just put that shit joke in there to trick morons into the cinema. Actually, this is really funny.
Yeah.
This is good.
The problem is I've been mass watching Nirvana the band the show in preparation for the film, and like it's just made me realize like how good and funny comedy can be without any of that stuff. With just like the most basic stupid shit, but without any of that stuff, any of the punching down nonsense. So
Yeah,
that's kind of what annoys me.
I've watched the Wii Stop Shop Store update video several times
Oh,
in the
dude.
last week.
I've been watching the show from 2017. I need to send you some stuff on it because you need to watch it because I feel like you would love it, perhaps more than anything else in the world. It's
Oh, I
literally
love
that
it
good.
so much. It's the same, talking about bizarrest internet comedy. I think every time you and I are together at an event, Ben, I always end up pulling up loads of like Auntie Donna videos as well,
Yeah,
which absolutely kill
definitely
me.
that vibe. Okay, last piece of news. Again, I guess that's a piece of sad news, a piece of kind of annoying news, and now we've got some great news. Our friend of the show, Janine Pipe, has written a new book. It's the making of Event Horizon, and Titan Books are bringing it to fans on September the 1st of 2026. It's a fully authorized account of how Event Horizon came to life, the definitive volume on the film's production and lasting legacy, featuring never before seen archive material and interviews with the cast and crew.
Go
Hell
team.
yes.
Wonderful. I am here for it.
Are
What a
we all
great film as well.
What a
You
great
don't need
film.
eyes to see where we're going.
One of the films where well, as a kid, I had to check out and go to bed because I was too scared.
Is the bit
Can't go to
where we
bed,
see
I'm
the
tired.
bit where the bit where they get the right video codec to look at the to look at the log video. We see that fella's torn his eyes out, showing the camera. How
Yeah.
did he know he was in frame?
Like the
Someone
fucking
else-
guy from fucking Labyrinth, like with
Yeah.
his
Oh yeah.
Someone else must have had to have stayed just sane enough to
Positioned
not
him.
mutilate themselves.
Yeah.
We'll get you in a minute.
Come on, can
I
we
tell you
give
what,
that another go? Because that take was terrible.
we'll give you actually a quick and painless death rather than sticking a pipe up your bum or tearing your eyes out if you operate the camera.
Sticking a pipe up your bum.
Yeah,
was
that's in
fantasy.
it.
That was fantasy, that bit.
Someone's been Vlad the Impaler in the video.
Oh yeah, yeah, they have. You're right, you're right.
Do you ever pick what death in a horror film that you'd rather have if you had to have one of the deaths?
No, but we should do it for this film.
Let's do it for this one. Now,
Let's
of
do
all
it for
the
this film.
kills, which
Yeah.
one
Right,
would you
at
most
the
rather have
end,
happen to you?
At the end, we're gonna have to choose. We have to choose one.
Okay,
Okay, I
because they
can't
were
remember
quite
any of
good.
them now.
They were quite
yeah.
good.
Oh yeah, okay. Knife in the head.
I've got one more piece of news, Ben.
Okay.
I've got a films we enjoyed at festivals update now available.
Nice.
You'll never guess. Old friend of the show. We've been having an interview. You know Jake Myers and his film Kombucha.
Oh yes.
It's only on Screenbox now for you to enjoy.
Congrats! Good one.
Oh yeah. Very
Yeah,
nice.
Screenbox exclusive globally, I believe. So and if you have a Screenbox account, I think it's a plug-in to Prime if you like
Yeah, I'm not sure
as
about
well.
that, actually.
I didn't know you could do that.
If you have that, don't quote me on the admin. However, you are able to get it in your country. If you've got it, get on there. See if Kombucha's on there. It was a film which we didn't actually get to catch live at Fright Fest, but when I caught it afterwards, bloody loved it, and I've been recommending it ever since. And I continue to do so to all of you right now.
I guess on that note, we should also mention that Dolly is out on Friday, March the 6th. It's out
At cinemas.
in cinemas and in the UK and in the US, I think, on March the 6th. Explain to me what face you're pulling, Emma. Don't
I
like
just
Dolly's.
really didn't like that film.
Oh, right.
I
You're
really
like,
did not like
"Dolly!"
that film. I sat through it to be
Dolly!
polite, but it's not my vibe. That kind of that exploitation style 70s,
Yeah.
horror is
To be
not...
fair, the trailer for this showed in front of Scream 7, and the audience I was with, rude, even though they seemed to be into it. They were like,
Into
oh,
it.
fucking hell, what's
Look,
that?
Shawn Michael Scott.
Is
Remember
that
him?
Shawn Michael Scott? I hope he's in that film for the old duration of it.
He did things in that film after he'd been,
Done in.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but like I was like, he wouldn't be able to do that.
After he'd been dollied, yeah.
Yeah, after he got dollied, he was up to stuff, and I was like,
I mean,
Come
to be
on.
fair, maybe it was one of those cases. Dolly, as we learn in the film, does a lot of mothering of the characters.
Yeah.
Certainly for me, when I grew up in the 80s, my mom said at least once, I will give you something to cry about. Maybe then, like, there's nothing wrong with his legs, to be fair. Dolly doesn't do anything to hurt his legs, so why shouldn't he be walking about?
she does though.
She bashes legs later on, yeah.
Yeah. That film actually made me gag as well.
Did it?
Yeah. Yeah. And then I
Anyways,
read
it's out on the 6th
Fangoria
of March.
article, and I was like, has that helped? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you've just given it the best marketing ever. We know nothing does a bit of horror marketing more than
I
it made
gagged.
me gagged. Congratulations,
I passed out in the aisles.
you're going to be on the DVD cover.
Yeah.
I physically gagged at this movie, Emma
Mm.
Cownley Horror Hangout podcast.
Yeah, I gagged. And that was it. No context. It could be like the really good gag where you're like, "Oh my God, I was gagged,"
Oh,
or it could be like,
And now you said both. They can use either take.
It could. You can take it either way.
they can chop up that and deliver it however they want.
Yeah, I was not a fan of that film.
Maybe that's a challenge we can start doing, Ben, in future episodes. See if we can say something
Get
so
quoted.
hyperbolic that we get DVD cover.
Yeah. It made me shit.
I shat through my eyes.
Yeah. Consider my jeans creamed.
Ew, that's fucking
my
gross.
pants shat.
My tits exploded.
Oh,
This film was
Jesus.
so good. Like two fucking balloons, like bam, bam, one after the
Like that Katy Perry video.
Yeah.
Whoa, man. Give it a rest, Dolly. Dolly does do a bit of breastfeeding in that film as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's Texas
Delicious.
Chainsaw by way of Barbarian, right?
What do you reckon it tastes like? Full fat. Full fat and creamy.
That whole kitchen scene,
Yeah.
it just went from bad to wet. It just kept getting wet. I was like, oh, this is disgusting. And I was like, oh, this, no, it's just.
That's good.
I think you've been more affected by Dolly than you originally thought, Emma.
Yeah.
We've brought it all back.
Change your life. Okay, that's it for news. Let's talk a little bit about what we've been watching for the last 7 days or so. Obviously, Emma, you can do longer than 7 days, and whenever the last time you were on the show was. Don't list everything you've seen, of course, but anything.
Went to see Bambi when I was 3, and then from there,
And that scarred me for life. And then I saw Dolly.
Do you know what? My life's been overtaken by the second part of Bridgerton, and I just felt like I needed to focus entirely on that, and that's what I've been up to.
You had lovely Bridgerton, and you had a Scream 7 break, a little interval.
I did, and a nice Scream 7 kind of titillation.
Titillation. That's twice you said titillation in this podcast.
not
It's
show
a big
relevant, Emma,
word.
but you can put me out of my misery. What is the pen name of the secret gossip columnist in what's she called? Lady
Lady Whistledown.
Lady Whistledown.
Lady
That would have driven me
Whistledown.
mad.
Lady Whistledown, mate. Lady
Consider
Whistledown.
my
was-
pants.
I've not caught
Although
up with it entirely, but I did see the episode with Karen when she was watching it where we learned the identity of Lady Whistledown,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was
Ew.
shook. I was gagged.
It's like a Gossip
You
Girl
were
scenario.
gagged. That was such a good season as well. I will say as well, this is the time of year when I like to watch In the Company of Wolves. I like to watch it in spring. So I will be watching that. It's one of my favorite horror films of all
I was
time.
going to suggest we do an episode in the
Seasonal
company of
watch.
Wolves.
Mm.
We
Beautiful.
might have to
film.
get you back,
80s,
Emma,
isn't it? It is
sooner
80s,
than
isn't it? That's the one with the transformation of the wolf coming out the mouth.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Yeah. And then the other
Yeah.
scene with that guy, what's his name? He rips his face off.
Mm.
And it's like steaming chunks of flesh, and then his head gets cut off and it lands in the water butt, and he's like, oh, Stephen
Oh.
Rea? Is that the guy?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm
We should
saying
have
yeah,
like
but
a-
I don't know.
maybe we could have like a wolf. Maybe we could have like a special werewolf month or a little werewolf mini
Yeah, because
season.
then you
Then we
could
could
do
do
ginger snaps,
Company of
dog
Wolves. We've done ginger
soldiers.
snaps and dog soldiers, but we could do werewolf hunting, the Korean one. We could do
The
the Howling
Howling.
Three marsupials.
It always gets somebody shout, doesn't it? You do
We've
a
done
Ginger Snap
Howling 1 and
sequel.
2. It's the next one on there.
Yeah. It is Stephen Rea. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Young groom. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that
Um,
scene where they're all at a banquet and they turn into wolves.
Mm.
Cool. Fucking cool.
Bloody
And what a
terrifying.
beautiful film. Neil Jordan's visual language is just, it's a bit of me. That is. Bit of
It's
me.
a little bit of me. I've not seen it in a long time. Don't really remember
it's
much
so
about it apart from that
good.
transformation.
It holds up.
Mm.
More wolf content incoming, everybody.
Anything from you, Andy? Have you been on travels?
Well, I've been doing a little bit of traveling, Ben, but also, obviously, getting myself ready for Fright Fest Glasgow episode next week. So lots of my watching
Mm.
is related to that. So that's to be super top secret. Just to make sure I didn't miss out on talking about it, though. I think I already did last time. I wasn't with you last week, but the week before, I managed to talk about how much I loved vampire zombies from space, correct?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have you already
Since that
spoken about that?
appeared, I think we did talk about it
You own it now.
briefly a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, but then in the Morrisons, of all places, found a physical copy of it. So I imagine it's widely distributed across the UK.
Well, it's definitely
Honestly,
in
everybody,
Bristol
do
because I sent
yourself a
you a picture of
favour.
it in
Yeah,
Morrison's. Couldn't
there
believe
you
it.
go. Get yourself to your local Morrisons or the other good supermarkets. The measure of if they're good or not is if they've got a copy of Vampire
Don't
Zombies
do your
from
shopping.
space.
Don't do
Yeah.
your shopping until you get
If
your hands on a
you,
DVD.
I would say, go in, do the full shop, get it all in your trolley, go to the DVD aisle last. If there is a copy of Vampire Zombies from space, put that
Mm.
in as well. Finish your shop. If it's not there, call the manager, ask
Put
if they've
everything
got a
back,
copy. If they
go
don't, walk
home.
off.
Go to the tannoy,
Walk off and say you've done this.
call in a bomb threat. Don't do that. Don't do that. Dangerous. Is that it,
Yeah,
Andy?
yeah. I think that's it. It's all just been preparation
Prep for
for
Fright
next
Fest
week.
Glasgow. I got a few things to discuss. I won't. Oh, mate, it's all about me. But I got a few things to discuss. I'm going to talk about Resident Evil Requiem very, very quickly. Andy, I don't know if you've started it yet.
I have managed to buy it, Ben. I have seen the opening cutscene and walked down that street, but I've had no time until the dead of night. And I'm like,
Oh
I'm still
man,
young. I can
I
stay up
have
and watch
been
this. And then I'm like, I'm tired. I'm going to go to
I
sleep.
have been putting late night sessions with this because I've been busy during the day. So I've been playing. I don't know how far into it I am yet, but I will say, oh my God, what a time! The perfect mixture of survival horror and action horror. During the survival horror moments, I'm fighting for my life. Consider my pants shat. I'm fighting for my life.
Ben stacks
Tiny
are
little noises are
cacked.
making me
He's
jump. I'm begging for the moment when I get to switch characters from Grace to Leon, only because I'm scared, not because those bits are bad. Those bits are great. And when you go to Leon, it is exhilarating. They have just perfected the formula that they had in Resident Evil 4, the remake, where it's just the gun plays great. It's like basically like John Wick with zombies, and and
doing a
that's the thing.
suplex sometimes.
Zombies is key. They've really, really gone back to zombies, and some of these zombies like remember what they were like as humans. They're doing human
Oh,
things. Some of it, there's like this is all in the trailer and the footage, so this isn't a spoiler. I'm sure you've seen this as well. Um, like a maid cleaning a mirror. There's like a chef guy. There's like like an opera singing zombie. Oh, it's
Oh.
good. It
And
is
it's good that
just
all those jobs come with the distinct outfits as well. So visually,
exactly,
you'd
yeah.
know
It's
what
just
they were
so good.
doing.
I feel like it's really perfect. It's still got like the gothic horror vibes. You're in this care home, this huge building, but all the classic Resident Evil stuff, like unlocking things with the most ridiculous, complicated puzzles, items being dispersed across the map, and yeah, and obviously when you're
Oh.
playing as Grace, the lack of ammo is so stressful. You're just running around screaming basically, and that's what Grace is doing as well. So she's right there with you.
I can't wait to get stuck in and finish it. And finish it I shall, Ben, because we're recording an episode on it this month, aren't we?
We're going to be doing an episode. We're going to be doing the first full game focused episode. I think we've done some gaming moments episode very, very early on, maybe in the
Yeah,
top.
we did a top like we talked about Luke and I did like a scary game each, right? We talked about
Yeah,
three
yeah,
games.
yeah, yeah,
And we've done a bonus episode with Jem on Alan Wake.
yeah. So, maybe this will be a thing for us when horror games are released. Maybe we'll do a full episode occasion. I think we had to with Resident Evil because this is such an event. I feel like everyone in the gaming world has gone kind of crazy for it, and for Leon being he's in full DILF mode at this point.
Yeah,
Leon, isn't he?
sexy Leon, isn't he?
Sexy
Leon, the
Leon.
S stands for Scott or sexy, both acceptable.
And his one-liners are just so good. And honestly, it is just so. And in the game, we go back to. I mean, from the marketing and stuff, go back to Raccoon City, but it
I
really
can
does
see,
feel
yeah.
like a return to form with like old ideas, but the modern gameplay, if that makes sense. And
Okay, I'm
it's
looking forward to getting stuck in. Unfortunately, while I haven't had the energy to sit down and play that, I saw this posted online about there being two wolves within you, and it's based on the two large games that came out the same week. One, last Friday, Resident Evil Requiem. The other, a re-release of Pokemon Fire Red for the Switch. And I
oh
tell
yeah, I
you, while
saw
I
that.
haven't found the time and energy to dive into Raccoon City, you will currently find me in the Viridian Forest beating the fuck out of bug catchers right now. Oh, what's that? Have you got some Pokemon? Listen, mate, I'm not 10 years old. I know about type matchups. Your Weedle better get ready to eat some fucking gust attacks. You're
Oh.
going down.
Oh. We could do an episode on it, yeah?
The
No?
Pokemon Red? Yeah, absolutely. The
Oh.
true terrors of trying to get through. Like the youth of today don't understand. Where's my EXP share? They cry. Not available till later in the game, I respond.
There we go.
What
Um,
time?
I also attended a early screening, well, an advanced screening, advanced preview screening of The Thing expanded documentary all about John Carpenter's classic movie The Thing, hosted by creator VC. Obviously, we've done some stuff in the past for Terabytes and In Search of Darkness. I attended this 5 hour long, I mean, that's expanded, isn't it? That's a real deep dive. 5 hour long documentary and a little interval so you can go and get a little bit of grub.
Oh, thank
Um,
God.
I feel like it wasn't
Otherwise,
one.
you get bed sores
Yeah. Someone has to come halfway through and
with a
flip you
fucking
around.
bedpan to make sure. Yeah.
Um, I felt like the time kind of flew by though. I mean, it's lucky that it's one of my favorites, but you know when you watch something about one of your favorites, you're like, I know all this. It's one of my favorite films. It wasn't like that. There was lots of stuff where I was like, oh my God, didn't know that. Wow, I didn't think of it like that. Oh, great. I can't believe it. And it kind of made me go away and like seek out other things. There's like a short story which is from the Things perspective that I've never read. Don't know if either of you have heard of that. It's called The Things,
The
written by,
things.
I can't remember who it's written by.
The things, apostrophe S, opinion on a few things.
Yeah, honestly, it's fascinating. It's really good. And it's not like really obvious either. Like, oh yeah, I was the thing going around and I turned into this man,
Yeah.
turned into that
I
I
man.
just
kept
want them
taking
to
over
accept me.
people
Kept taking over people
and no
for it
one
was the
knew it was
right laugh.
me.
His shoes didn't fit very well.
Idiots.
How does
I,
he
the thing,
recreate people's
speak
clothes?
Norwegian. He's trying to warn them,
Yeah,
but they
yeah,
don't fucking
I
know.
know. But you know, it's got the whole cast, John Carpenter, and also like fans of. There's like there's a really good like bit which it keeps cutting back to, which is like almost like in conversation. It's Guillermo del Toro and Frank Darabont. So rather than talking to the camera or talking to someone off camera like it's an interview or like a talking head, they're like talking to each other about the
I see.
thing. It is so good seeing like two absolute giants of horror movies just like getting in amongst it, getting into the nitty gritty of the thing expanded. So yeah, this is available from the 24th of March, I think, to pre-order on Blu-ray and on digital.
Nice.
And I think the copies of it are going out April-ish. I have already spoken to the director, and that is Ian Nathan, and he will hopefully be joining us for a bonus episode to talk even more about this film. And obviously
You're going to do an episode that's 7 hours long and
I'm going
how
to do an
to.
episode 7 hours long talking about the thing expanded. It just approaches things in so many different ways. Like I really did come away from it going, I've never really thought of it like that, and that gives me a whole new understand. Like makes me want to go and watch it again, and then read some of the comics, and then read other books that people have written about the film, and play the game, and yeah, loads of stuff like that.
I never dived into them. I like in like a vintage store. I did flick through some of the comics where the
Yeah,
thing is off in all kinds of places. It goes off to the jungle.
yeah.
The
If you
thing
were
is
gonna do
like
a
in
sequel to
space.
the
Thing in
thing, that's
Ibiza,
his natural
The thing in the
environment.
hood.
The thing Ibiza
a
would
thing in
be.
Ibiza would be amazing.
No, Magaluf.
Magaluf, yeah. Shagaloof. It's the bloody. I'm assimilating everything. All the drugs, all the women. Well and truly assimilated.
The thing's big iron apple adventure.
Oh, I'd love it. But I recommend it. I mean, I saw Aliens expanded and felt the same about that. I feel like this is what they're going to be doing now. Is like a new kind of direction. I mean, I guess In Search of Darkness will still happen because there's loads for them to cover from like the
There's other
2000s.
genres and years. Like
Yeah,
we gotta get if we get a few more years, then we can do the 2020s because obviously already like big hitters
yeah,
this decade.
absolutely. Um, so there's that. I'm going to mention one more thing before we move on. I watched a film called We Bury the Dead, Daisy
Oh, I
Ridley. Um, this kind of reminded me of Handling the Undead. I don't know if you guys saw that film. I think it might be, is it Danish?
I
Anyway,
was
so
put off by your lukewarm review of
yeah,
handling the
so
undead.
what I will say about Handling the Undead is absolutely read the book because the book is written by John Ajvide Linkvist, who wrote Let the Right One In.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Definitely read it because it's so good. The horror film is Norwegian, sorry. The film wasn't great. I was a bit iffy on it. I felt like this does some stuff in this film that I kind of probably wanted to expect from that. It's also a bit Last of Us as well, but not too obvious. I guess it's like a lot of people described it as like, yeah, it is a zombie film, but maybe kind of does something quite unique that hasn't been done before, possibly. I don't think it properly commits to it. It definitely has got some interesting things going on. Daisy Ridley, for some reason, doing an American accent, and that's the face I pulled. It's set in like Tan Tanzania. Is that near Australia? Where am I thinking of? Tasmania. I said
Is
the
which one is it?
African
Is it
country.
Tanzania, the African
Tasmania.
country, or is it
Tasmania.
Tasmania, the Australian one?
Tasmania, the Australian place. That's it. So she goes to Australia, and I think, well, just
Is
be
she
English
not
then.
trying to do an Australian accent?
No,
And
she's
it
not.
sounds
She's American because
American.
one of the plot points is the Americans are responsible for this outbreak. And so she
Um,
gets like, "You're a bloody American. You're a bloody Yank, are you?" And she's like,
sure.
"Yeah, I am."
Your accent doesn't sound like it.
It just feels like, why have Daisy Ridley in the film at all if you're just going to go, can you do an American accent? Yeah, I suppose.
Oh, I
Um,
always feel the same, and he's a far better actor than I will ever be. Like whenever I see Benedict Cumberbatch doing
ah,
an American accent, like even as Doctor Strange, it's like just say that you lived in England. We're meant to believe that you can do fucking magic. It's not that much of a stretch to go, oh,
yeah.
I lived in England.
It's also a bit like that movie Cargo, the one with Martin Freeman in it. Again, we
Oh,
covered that
where
on the
the
podcast
zombies
one.
have got Dolce de Leche all over their eyes.
Yeah, that's it. He's carrying a baby on his back the whole time. It's ever so
Carrying a baby
stressful.
in the back and your eyes get all full of caramel. It makes you get bananas.
Yeah.
You
I,
get
I,
banoffee-pied.
I'd, re-
Caramel bananas.
I'd recommend it though. It was watchable, and I've heard very mixed reviews of it. So yeah, go and check it out. Basically, it's the basic plot is there's some sort of like chemical warfare thing that kills a lot of people, but then people start coming back to life. And Daisy Ridley goes off to like find her husband, who she's not sure where he is, but he was in the area, and she starts working as someone who like finds dead bodies and buries them, and if they find like a living one, they have to like alert the military. But
You gotta tell on them. See it, say it, sorted.
he's bloody alive over here, this one. What a knobhead. But yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
I've remembered I recently watched the Edgar Wright The Running Man. It came
Oh
Yeah.
out
yeah, how
last
was it?
November. I was reading it and I was like,
Mm.
this is fucking sick. I can't wait for the film to come out. Googled it because I was like, Rich, we've got to watch this. You're gonna fucking love it. Already fucking come out last year. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Snuck that under the radar.
can't believe I missed that. So good. Way better than, dare I say it, way better than the Arnie one from the 80s. Really like sticks close to the book. It's got a really great feel. I thought it was so good.
Does at any point though he do a big pun about someone looking like a Christmas tree? Ben's gonna do it perfectly right now.
Yo, light man, Christmas tree.
Exactly.
Not very
Does he
good at
say
Arnie.
that at any time?
I don't
No.
think so. I'm so sorry.
I
Well,
feel
that's a
like
shame.
I've said this when I spoke about this film on the podcast. I never rated. Is it Glenn Powell? Is that his name?
Yeah.
I
He
never
is
rate.
so good in that
I
film
never
though.
rated him in anything. I was always like, oh, that guy, I don't really like him. Who does he think he is? Tom Cruise? And then in this film, I was like, I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Whatever this guy brings out, I'm locked in.
Yeah.
I I was like reading
Apparently
the
does a
book.
good line of hot sauces. You can get involved with
Oh,
them.
really? Spicy. I was reading the book, then I watched the film, and then for some reason I didn't pick the book back up again. Idiot. But
He was like, throw this away.
I actually found it like it was crack cocaine literature.
okay.
I was like, every time I was out making a tea, I was like trying to get a few more pages in. I was like, come on.
Running, man, running still.
I need
Is
to
that
know what's
because
gonna
it was
happen.
written in that time of Stephen King's life, and you've got an original copy dusted with actual coke?
Yeah. Exactly. Just in his house. I did find that there was a
You're
bit towards the end, maybe like the final third, like some bits. I won't spoil anything, but where he ends up in a car with
Oh
a
yeah,
woman.
with the Ala Jones's daughter.
Is it?
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
Is
she's
that
Ala
legit?
Jones's daughter.
Did she? No.
Did she
I don't know.
break into a rendition of
Didn't
Walking
she
in
go
the
walking in
Air?
the air?
I didn't. I don't know if I like that bit. That was maybe it.
What, with the snowman melts at the end? But
But
that's
that could
just
have
the
been a whole
cycle of
film in
life.
itself, like Stockholm syndrome
Yeah,
going on,
true,
couldn't it?
true.
All your talk of zombie movies, Ben, I had to just go and pull the title back again. Maybe at the time, not one that stuck with me as much, but I think the combination of Antipodean like setting and so on as well. Forgive us all that we got screeners of late last year
Oh
and
yeah. Wait,
watched.
that was Australian, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was an Australian zombie movie.
Yeah.
Um, no Daisy Ridley in it, but genuinely
Hmm.
an ending that has continued to stick with me. The
Yes, I
ending of that
recommend
film,
that as
which I
well.
don't
Yeah.
want to watch and that I don't want to spoil, but I feel sometimes that you'll just have a film where one closing scene in particular, you're like, fuck me dead. You've really pulled this off in the last seconds of this one. In many ways, it's almost a film of two halves, and there is a bit that happens about two-thirds of the way through that completely turns everything on its head. But then over the course of that whole film, just the way that it comes to an ending is like an absolute, like, not in a bad way that ruins it, a punch in the guts that leaves you to sit and watch the end of the film and go,
Oh, the winded,
winded.
Emotionally winded.
emotionally
Yeah.
winded.
Worth
Emotional
checking out for that
damage, you
alone.
might say.
Yeah, emotional damage.
There we go. Awesome. Okay, so the only other thing that we've all seen, we've all got our beady little eyes on recently, is of course Scream 7.
Scream 7.
Scream 7. Fight.
If
We
you were
can't do.
putting
We
the
can't do.
number in the word, where would you put it?
Oh yeah. The R? I don't
The
know.
A,
The
maybe?
A? The R?
No, the
Yeah.
R. You could flip. It's a backwards R, isn't it? A
Yeah, you're
7.
right. We can't do 5 cream anymore. We can't say 5 cream anymore. That's annoying.
Who's stopping us? Keir Starmer? No. He's got
What
bigger fish to fry.
bigger fish to fry?
Yeah, he has.
Um, did we say anything for Scream 6 or Scream 6? No. Why did they do that? Just call it Scream and then go for Scream 6. Come on,
They've
just
also
commit.
gone bananas between numerals and Roman numerals. They've gone
They
crazy.
have.
Shockingly
That
inconsistent.
inconsistency is annoying. I wonder if it'll be shown in the content of the movie. Yeah. So Scream 7 is a 2026 American slasher film that is a sequel to Scream 6 and the seventh installment in the Scream film series. It is directed by Kevin Williamson from a screenplay he co-wrote with Guy Busick. Kevin Williamson wrote the first one as well, didn't he? And Scream
Yeah.
2?
And Scream 2 and Scream 4,
Oh, interesting.
which is one of the best Screams, I think, 4.
Oh.
Mm.
We can discuss. We should also do a little ranking at the end. The
Mm.
film stars Neve Campbell, Jasmin Savoy Brown, Mason Gooding, David Arquette, Matthew Lillard, and Courteney Cox reprising their roles from previous films. With newbies, not going to list everyone off because there's bloody loads of newbies. Isabel May, Anna Camp, Michelle Randolph, Jimmy Tatro, and Mckenna Grace.
She is something of a little horror. She was in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, wasn't she?
McKenna Grace.
Yeah, and she's on the soundtrack with Ice Nine Kills.
She is. And I've
Yeah,
got to
and she's
admit,
Getting
in
involved, mate.
Ghostbusters, isn't she? McKenna
Fucking,
Grace.
she's so good in Ghostbusters.
Yeah, she's the funniest character by far.
I've got a lot of time for McKenna Grace.
I will say the Ice Nine Kills song she's done with the song she's done with Ice Nine Kills, pretty good. Pretty good.
Thought so, did you? I thought it was quite cheesy.
It's definitely cheesy. I feel
But
like
it is
you've
Ice
got-
Nine Kills, so like, what do you want?
But I'm not really into Ice Nine Kills.
Is
So
it? I seen them at Download and they murdered Download Dog on stage and then somebody helped him up and walked him off.
Are you
And
all
that
right, mate? I've been
absolutely
murdered.
yeah, they've like repeatedly stabbed him and he was like,
Oh.
oh no, and he died. And then someone helped him off from being murdered. Oh,
Oh, you've been murdered, have you? Yeah, stabbed 18 times.
yeah.
It is very cheesy, but I feel like it's got a good hook. Although I will say McKenna Grace, her voice is a bit generic.
Oh, you think so? I think she's got quite a nice
I mean,
voice.
it's a good voice, but it's a bit generic, isn't it?
Oh,
You know, when things can be good but generic, you go, well,
yeah, it's just a nice
it's just a nice
voice.
singing voice. I feel like, does she get done dirty in this film a little bit, maybe?
I think she just wanted to. I think she's quite like a fan of stuff, and
Yeah,
I
I wanted
think
to
that
be in it.
because
Yeah.
like Five Nights at Freddy's 2, she's not really in it a lot, but I
Okay.
think she just really wanted to be in it, and maybe
She's
that's the key.
increasing in fame as a name. Like, I don't think she's done better than just getting the cold open, I guess, which is usually where you put your recognizable face.
Was she in a big,
Yeah,
like,
she's like one of the first big kills, isn't she? She's like
Yeah,
no, she's actually the first in film kill, not like
yeah.
opening sequence kill. I think she's the first one.
Mm,
she has a good set piece, I think. We'll come to it, I guess. But
mm. Yeah, okay. So in terms of ratings, we've got 6 out of 10 on IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, 31% critic score, 77% audience score.
I think that's quite generous.
Quite a difference there, isn't it? What, 31?
Mhm.
Letterboxd 3.3 out of 5. Some choice reviews. Randy Jones says you either die a Scream fan or live long enough to see yourself become the Stab
Yeah,
fan.
fair.
1.5 stars out of 5. Tim Tam Titus. Tim Tam Titus, maybe. They're going to make her do this till she's 90. 3 stars. Josip Baja says an absurd manic sequel that relentlessly slams its foot on the gas and doesn't let up till the very end. 3.5 stars. And River says we've officially reached the death of the Scream franchise. 0.5 star.
I think that,
Oh,
yeah, I do. I kind of vibe with that though, because when Kevin Williamson is not only writing and directing, and we get an ending like what we got, I'm like, okay, I think we're done.
yeah.
Yeah.
Again, one more spoiler warning before we dive into it. We're gonna go in this one of these days, Ben. We're just gonna record this and we'll just splice it in at the beginning. Spoiler
Yeah.
warnings. If you haven't watched this yet and you're going to, we're going to talk about it in detail. Either pause or accept that we're going to spoil it and you're just going to go in. If, and we'll go into this next, you are choosing not to watch this film, don't worry. We've done it so you don't have to. We'll talk you
Yeah.
through it all.
No one will get your money.
I'm
Yeah,
fairly sure that you did say that there was going to be spoilers, like right at the beginning. You were
we
like,
always
We'll
do,
say it
but
again.
you
totally
gotta be,
spoiler,
you can't take it,
riddled,
you can't warn people
teeming with
often enough.
spoilers.
Teaming with
Um,
spoilers.
shall we talk production controversy before we get into the plot
Let's.
itself? So, as the record will show, this film has gone through fundamental changes from what it was originally planned to be. Scream 5, 6, and then 7 were originally penned and put together as a trilogy, and one of our main characters, Sam Carpenter, played by Melissa Barrera, it was going to be about her struggles with the fact that Billy Loomis is her secret dad, and a ghost which has continued to age at normal human rate appears to her and says, "Are you going to be a murderer one day like your old man, Sam
I'm
Carpenter?"
sorry, but that arc was going to be so good.
Yeah.
At the
She was
end of
almost
six, where
certainly,
she's like ready to embrace it, I was like, this is lit. We've never seen this
yeah,
before. This is a whole new paradigm.
Yeah,
yeah.
let's
But
get a
what,
ghost face so
Faffed
we
it
know who it
away.
is. Let's get a ghost face we know who it is from the get-go.
yeah,
Yeah. Who we
a good
root
ghost
for.
face.
Are you kidding?
Who we root for, and maybe the characters don't know who it is, but
And
we
she was
do.
fucking brutal as well. Like,
Yeah,
she
That
was
she
was
up
was
there with the
brutal.
getting,
likes of Jill.
yeah, she was getting into it. Was Sam Carpenter. Uh, Unfortunately, well, not well, unfortunate decisions, but what actress Melissa Barrera did was agree with a lot of the international courts in the world and made a statement about the fact that the actions of the Israeli government against the people of Palestine was considered a genocide, which the folks at Spyglass Entertainment executives took issue with, and she was fired from that job. As a result, her co-star and famous, increasingly horror icon Jenna Ortega, I don't believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think she actively quit the film in solidarity. I think there was a fairly polite scheduling issues. This isn't going to work. I'm not going to be in it anymore.
She
I
said
don't think it was over, was it?
she said scheduling conflicts with her starring role as Wednesday Addams in the second series of Wednesday on Netflix. But then she said, "Oh wait," she refuted this, stating in April 2025 that she left due to changes in the creative team and cast.
Yeah,
When
there you
Melissa
go.
stuff was happening, it was all falling
And the
apart,
director left as well,
and the
right?
director left as
So,
well. Yeah,
or the directing pair, because it's the Ready
it
or Not guys,
it
right?
was
It's
yeah, Bettinelli
They did
Alpin
such a good job.
scheduling conflicts with their film Abigail, apparently,
yeah.
which of
So
course
they
came out in
also
2024. So
didn't they also leave? I think there's also a statement from them saying the film that they had planned no longer existed.
yeah. Then they hired somebody else, Christopher Landon. Then pre-production was suspended due to strikes, and then it was the Melissa Barrera stuff.
But then also, let's not forget that they screwed over Neve Campbell for Scream
Of course.
6, which is why she's not in that film. And then presumably had to go back to her with their tail between their legs after they fired Melissa to be like, please come back to the film, we'll give you a producer credit. I'm not sure
A
if she's
producer
had a
credit and a dump truck full of money.
literally.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if she's ever had a producer credit before. I didn't look into it, but I thought that was very interesting that she had one. And Courtney Cox has
Yeah.
one as well, executive
Her and
producer.
Courtney Cox have one as executive producers, and I imagine they just had to pay them up. And you know what? Good for them getting a large amount of money. If I was Nev Campbell, I would have made them absolutely sub for it and say, yeah, doubled.
Work for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
But yeah, it's
this might have been something that I did. I would have participated in the boycott, and I know me going to watch it might be a bit backwards, but I feel like because of what we do with the horror podcast and the fact that we're going to discuss the controversy and what we think of it, and then review the film as well, I feel like that's something I need to do surrounding this story. So
yeah, I mean,
I don't know how you
I
guys feel about
thought
that.
about this long and hard when we were planning the events. Like, effectively, any film is made by a great number of creative people, and there'll be people who have nothing to do with those decisions from a business perspective that led to this point. Likewise, again, as you say, Ben, we're here to produce and cover these things, maybe so other people don't watch it, but also as well, like, it's really difficult if we get into a situation of where you want to spend money and what platforms you support as well. I've seen a lot of videos and I'm not criticizing them for these choices. If you choose to not see this film out of solidarity for the people who were ousted from their jobs or the messaging that sends from that company, I think that's a totally fair position to take. But equally, I don't see that you could criticize someone who did choose to go and see it, particularly if you're promoting those messages on a platform owned by Zuckerberg or on Twitter owned by Elon Musk. Like, effectively, any kind of platform or large enough business, you look in any direction, there's a bad bloke making money from doing almost anything in the world. You quickly run out of all avenues. So I think, absolutely you can boycott and avoid whatever you want, but also you have to
And if you
kind of get on board with anyone else's decisions to do otherwise.
and if you have boycotted it, I don't think you've missed much.
I've technically
Yeah.
boycotted it because I didn't pay them.
Yeah,
And then I went
yeah,
to
yeah.
other fans who are boycotting it, and I said, you made the right choice.
You made the
And
right
like
choice.
people can watch this instead of watching the film and find out everything that they
Yeah, we'll do a
missed.
play-by-play, and I reckon we got ideas for what would be better as well. As a
Oh yeah.
seventh
All
installment.
day long, all day,
All
son.
day long.
When it comes to the killers, I could give myself a brain injury on the corner of this table, and I think I might still come up with something better.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think my final point on all that is that free speech matters. Free speech is important. And again, that doesn't mean you shouldn't have consequences for saying proper horrible stuff where you're like, I don't know, inciting violence or anything. But saying stuff like what Melissa Barrera said, for God's sake, let her
Yeah,
use a platform however she wants.
Yeah.
which in reality, you read it back, is fairly measured. She doesn't say
Oh,
anything, in
yeah.
my opinion, too controversial.
people were losing their minds about that, and they're losing their minds about Bob Villain. Literally, I think around about the same time, weren't they? Maybe not the
I
same
think he might have
time.
No,
been
I think it
slightly
was
later.
several
Slightly
years
later.
apart.
Several years later.
I think
What I'm saying is, let people use their platforms. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just annoyed at the Scream film we didn't get,
Yeah.
because that film would have been so sick.
Yeah. But then,
And
but
now we
Or
got
you know,
this.
or you know what? Let's just while we're being not controversial, while we're being outspoken about things, tell you what, sack people from films for having opinions on political events all you want. But at the same time, if you want to do that, prosecute blatant paedophiles, send them to prison, regardless of them being rich or not. If you do both those things, fine, I'll let you off.
yeah, actually, we'll let you off after all that. I feel like though, is it one
As
of
long
those
as you
things
do those
where
other things.
even the Scream film that we would have wanted, like, would we have ever got it? Like, because of the studio, because of like how much meddling they're obviously doing, that they've got this like neutered, like watered down version idea of what like a Scream film is and should be in this age of like legacy sequels and beyond. I feel like, especially, I was talking about this. I said it did remind me a bit of I Know What You Did Last Summer, a little bit, which I felt like was the same. The basic ideas are kind of there, but it's delivered in such a way that it does kind of feel like bad fan fiction or like a made for TV version of something that
Do you know
isn't.
what? Like, when I first started watching this particular film, I was like, oh my God, it's so clever how it's kind of referring back. Because, like, the original Scream was so good for that, the foreshadowing, the cleverness with which they would put things in the shot that would come back. Like, in the opening shot, the swing hanging from the tree, and then that's your cut to credit moment, like just clever little cyclical like Easter eggs and stuff. And I was like, oh, they're doing it. Like Kevin Williamson's, he's fucking cooking, he's doing it. And then by the time we get to like the next scene where we're in like Sidney's house and it was so on the nose
I thought it
and
was going to
so in
pan
your
out and be a
face. I was
parody.
like, you've over-egged it now. You've
I
pissed me
Yeah.
off. And then
genuinely,
they just kept doing it. Same songs, same shot
yeah.
layout, almost same dialogue. I was like, I understand that we're supposed to be doing a return to the, thing, and you've said that physically so I wouldn't miss it. But like, come the fuck off. I mean, there's like being clever with it, and there's just like a recreation for safety and for like fans and stuff.
I genuinely thought in the scene, the first one we get at Sydney's house,
Oh, they're through
where
the
the
window.
boyfriend comes through the window, I was like, is this going to pan back and they're watching a stab movie? I
Yeah.
genuinely thought it was going to be an in-film parody.
It needed more of that though. I feel like it needed some stab stuff and some genuinely silly nods and winks because
I do think there were good jokes, though. There were good jokes, and I think its level of self-awareness is still funny. Like they
Yeah.
had some really funny reference, like when they mimic the voice of the fandom, which they've always been so good at doing in those films. Like, oh,
yeah,
we couldn't bring Stu back. That would be dumb. No one would believe that. Or
yeah,
like even having like the house that people can go and stay in as an experience that actually happens in this house.
yeah,
Like
for
they do,
real.
obviously that's what they would do. Obviously that's what they would do. And so like when they're mimicking the voice of the fandom, it makes me feel so validated, and like that's what they've always done about horror films, and I really enjoyed that. But then to be so on the nose, I was like, you're kind of ruining it a bit. You're hitting it at times and it is funny, and like you are nailing it, and at other times, how can you be so self-aware and then shit the bed so badly?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It feels. It does
If
feel
you
like
know
that.
that
Yeah.
you've shit the bed, you are still in a bed full of shit.
Yeah. I
Have you
mean, you
shit the
can
bed?
style it out and kind of do this, but
Yeah.
you are in a bed of shit. So I mean, you can roll around and make it look like you're having a good time, but I can
Oh,
smell where you
Yeah.
are.
oh.
That you've got a problem.
If you arrived
Yeah.
early somewhere, is this a thing? Is this a Bristolian thing, or did you guys say this as well? If you arrive early somewhere, someone goes, "Oh, you're early. What'd you do? Shit the bed?"
I had that. I used to have that at work. If you turned up to work early, they were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're early today. What are you going to shit the bed?"
As if the only reason you could be early is because you'd defecated yourself, had to get up and clean it, obviously. And now I'm up now. I'm up now. Might as well come to work.
You'd put a, if anything, I'd be late for work because I have a whole load of laundry to do.
Literally, that's what would happen.
I feel like the Airbnb stuff at the start, I kind of was digging it.
I loved that. I thought it was so
Yeah.
clever and so well done, and that I kind of feel tricked by that because I was like, "Oh, we're in for it. We're in for it. This is gonna be so good." And then by the time like we were on the like second scene, I was like, "Oh no."
I do kind of feel like, and no disrespect to the actors in this opening sequence, but I think Scream has kind of made a thing of we're gonna have a more recognizable
It was
person.
Samara Weaving last time.
Samara
Come on.
Weaving
Samara
last time,
fucking
obviously.
Weaving.
Obviously, we had Drew Barrymore. Was Jenna Ortega in number 5? That was, I know she survived for the rest, but
And
Yeah.
we
a bit
had
different one.
what's her
Sarah Michelle
face from
Gellar?
True Blood and
No,
what's her face from Veronica Mars.
that's right. Yeah,
Them. Those.
Kristen Bell and no,
That's one. That's Veronica Mars.
and
Yeah, and
Haley Panettiere. Oh, she's a main character in number 4, isn't she?
oh,
But yeah,
yeah.
you know what I mean. It's more like
Either way, yeah.
Yeah, so it did feel a little bit like I don't know,
Who
but
did we
still.
have this time? So we had
So it opens up with
Just
Stab
like,
franchise fans Scott and his girlfriend Madison visiting Stu Marker's house. Marker, is that you say it? Marker.
it
Um,
looks so cool.
After hearing rumors that he might have survived having a television friend, and this is obviously all related to the fandom and what everyone's been thinking about.
Yeah,
Obviously,
it's the
since
voice of the fan, isn't it, in this opening
yeah,
shot?
since Matthew Lillard was cast in this film, and then there's a bit at the end of the trailer where you hear his laugh or you hear him saying something, so people are like,
They're like, this is gonna be fun, or something like that.
always had a thing for you, Sid. Oh God, sounds a bit weird. So I like that because yeah, it is mirroring the fandom and like all the rumors that have been like, oh, how can he
Yeah.
survive that? Even though I'm pretty sure, is there anything in the past films which like confirm he's dead? Is there like?
I don't think
I think there is
so.
there's maybe a
There's a mention, I
mention
think,
or
yeah.
like doesn't Sydney say in I think Scream 2, like, you know what I did to idiots? I
Yeah.
fucking smashed his head in with a
Yeah, but
telly.
also we've been led to believe that unless you shoot them in the head, they
That's
can come
correct,
back,
yeah.
right?
And
So
that's a
any kind of
yeah.
death that's not like in this fucking film, like they literally shot her face clean off. Like they literally shot her face off. Like, yeah, ain't no coming back, in the wise
Yeah.
words of that guy from The
Hey,
Crow.
give it back.
Ain't no coming back. Just to get a TV through your head. I'm sure I did that back in the
It was a
90s and
it was a
survived.
90s TV though. They were big, heavy tube
Yeah, way to
TVs.
believe ton.
Yeah, but you would be all right.
It wasn't like
It was just
absolutely massive
one.
either. It was just like a fairly
She didn't
normal
go
sized
boff,
TV.
boff, boff, did she? She
I
just
think
went,
there's like electrocution stuff as well when it happens, if I
Yeah.
remember.
He's like, I've been electrocuted.
yeah,
He
but
could have
I've
come
been
back as a Frankenstein,
electrocuted
couldn't he?
before.
Have you?
Yeah, when I worked at Starbucks.
What happened? Hair just standing on end.
So I was
No.
lying down, a telly fell on my head, and I was badly electrocuted.
Yeah, yeah, and that's how I know you can survive it. It's
You
happened to
come
me.
Yeah.
back.
I've been there, man. I've
Mm.
been there.
Um,
So those rumors kind
Alternative
of made
idea
sense.
number
So, yeah.
one.
Go
You
on.
know who
Yeah.
we've never revisited? Stu's mom and dad.
Yeah. True.
Oh, that would have been
They
so good to like
they had
mirror
just gone
Stu.
out for a night out, and they were going to be really they're concerned parents. They were going to be Stu's words, very cross with him.
Oh yeah.
But we had an avenging family in 6 and in 2 and in 3
Yeah. Can you remind?
They could have been early victims. They could have been
and
like
in
we made a
4.
Who were the
fortune. We made a
family?
fortune selling that house.
Who were the family in 6? Can you remind?
Jack Quaid's family. What's his character called?
Yeah.
Jack Quaid's
It
family.
just
Yeah.
goes to show, like, what everyone's just like. I'll just be a normal fella until someone murdered. My son's become a murderer, but then he got murdered, so now I'm capable of murder.
No, do you know what? There are certain people that I would become a murderer for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me an example.
Oh, my sister, hands down.
There we go.
If somebody killed her, I would kill them and then I'd reanimate them and then I'd kill them again and then I'd reanimate them and then I'd kill them again.
Oh.
And I would just keep killing them.
If I'd seen someone not even kill but hurt a dog that I've met once,
Oh yeah, that's a good point actually.
then yeah, murdered.
I mean, yeah, I get that, but I mean, like, I don't know if a loved one of yours, like, they've murdered 9 people, you might be like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
8 or less, then you'd maybe still have some sympathy. But 9 plus, you'd be like, Fair.
Okay, yeah, they're murdering a lot of ancillary individuals to make a point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
Yeah,
what
you
you just
can't.
said about family of Avenging Family being in all those other films, then it's a theme.
a
And
trope.
it's something, it's a trope that they can continue.
Yeah, but I guess like they do like to make it unexpected. Like for example, Jill in 4. I'm always going to talk about Jill because I think she's one of the best
Mm.
ghost faces of all
Emma
time.
Roberts?
Yeah. I
Mm.
genuinely believe that she's like that, by the way. She plays the same character in everything that she's in, and I think that's just because she's not acting. That's just how I feel about her based on the limited stuff I've seen of
Yeah.
her. But like the motivation behind it and this like you just never would have thought it was her. You just never would have thought it was her.
Can you remind me of that as well, please?
She wanted to be famous.
She wanted to be the new survivor. She
Okay.
Yeah.
wanted to be new
She
Sidney
wanted to be the
Yeah.
Prescott
new
by
Sydney.
surviving. And she wanted to
But in
cop off
terms,
with her boyfriend, Macaulay Culkin's brother.
Poor Charlie.
so there is something here that I kind of, in terms of the motive, it's a bit messy in this film. But one thing that
I
kind
didn't
of,
understand it.
I didn't understand it either. But here's something that I can kind of get on board with, right? So someone who's like big into true crime, loves this survivor story, loves Sydney, being in the public eye, etc., etc. But for some reason, because it's happened so much, or she's gone out of the public eye, I can understand the need to like create a new Sydney by putting her through all this trauma to create the new Sydney, which is her daughter, in order to start the whole process again and almost have new true crime to consume. That's kind of what I felt like was kind of there somewhere as potentially a motive. It wasn't fleshed out well enough. I feel like
The
That's
level
ultimately
of
not what she's
mania,
doing there.
the level of mania, yeah.
her mania, she's like clearly watched previous screams and is taking a Matthew Lillard approach to the level of mania that she brought to her villain dialogue. And I was like, you saw the line and you just went past it and then you carried on going and now you don't even know where the line, you don't
I've
even remember the line.
I've mentioned in the past that I feel like these films just fall apart upon the killer reveal.
Yeah.
And this was probably the most obvious fall apart ever of these films because I'm
Because at
literally
least
like,
sometimes,
what?
even the last time, it's like, yeah, okay, we didn't know the relationship between these characters until you told us because there were no clues until you said it. But this time, it's just, what's your thing? I'm not
I
some
met this
next door
guy.
fuck
I
jar.
met the guy from Empire Records working at the sanatorium.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit,
I've
you
had
never
a
guess what, though. He has a very particular set of skills and that he used to work for Google. Could have been
Google.
emptying a fucking bin, but like it's.
he said I worked for Google, I had a background in AI. Well, first of all, AI has only been as good as it is potentially in this film for like 2 years,
Like the last 6
the
months.
last 6 months. So
And
what
also,
the
in what way
hell?
did that make you suitable for a career in healthcare?
Yeah, I'm just gonna change my job actually. Yeah. But yeah,
Retrain.
I know, but yeah, that kind of mania, the delivery of like the monologues,
The
um,
convoluted motivation.
but because we're getting to a point where it's like we're trying to work out who this killer could be, and everyone who it could be is dead. So now we're
Everyone's just
going,
like, yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. That's the joy of Scream. You can
yeah,
watch someone be stabbed for better or for worse. They
gosh,
can
yeah.
come back. It can be faked. Like, and also, like, the whole thing of it is that it was someone that was right in plain sight under your nose consistently the whole time. And you're like, oh, I can't believe they pulled the wool over my eyes.
But
And
this
this
was
time I
just
was
like
like,
two
sorry, who the
characters.
fuck?
What was their combined screen time before they were revealed as the killers?
Literally like 3 minutes tops, both
Yeah.
together, all
The
inclusive.
the shark in Jaws and Arnold Schwarzenegger speaking lines in Terminator 1 exceed both of these characters. They have more on screen time.
So what was the woman called Jessica? Was it Jessica? Yeah, see, exactly. No one knows. Jessica, yeah. So here's what I was thinking. Jessica, if she was more prevalent in there as being like, I don't know, a real support network to
Hmm.
Sydney,
They stay
maybe
at their house
stay at their house.
after theirs got
She's
Maybe we
not
can
even
broken into.
there at any of the murder scenes. Usually they're there suspiciously, like, oh, I just heard a noise and came here. Do you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Imagine throughout this whole film, we keep getting drip fed things about her husband has left. Her husband abandoned
Her
me and my son.
husband becomes Sydney's dad.
Our husband.
Do you know
Wait,
what I
what?
mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, I've
Yeah,
got
the
you.
red
Oh, it's
herring.
him. Maybe
The
he's
red
after
herring.
us.
We found his
Yeah.
car.
He's
It's
about,
bad.
and then it's revealed, maybe not in the same way, but then it's revealed it was her. She actually killed him.
Yeah,
And then
that would be so good.
and then
See,
maybe
you've made it better.
and then maybe she becomes prime suspect. She's already done a murder. Can you believe it? And she's like, "No, he was abusive and I did it to protect me and my son." And then she maybe talks
Because
herself
Okay,
that's
we let you
social
off.
commentary as well, isn't it?
convinces Sydney and convinces us that actually she is a red herring. She might have killed someone already, but she did it for a good reason. And then bang, she is
Sydney
the
could have
killer.
related to that. Sydney be like, yeah, I've killed like 6 dudes so
Yeah.
far. So yeah, that's fine.
And family
Sometimes you kill
members.
people for a bad reason.
She
You
killed
kill
her own
people for good
brother.
reasons.
Killed her own brother, yeah.
She killed her
Who'd
own
been in the-
niece.
She killed her own brother who'd been brought up
She
in the
killed
care
her own
system.
boyfriend.
Sydney, are you all right? What's wrong with you? But
I mean, the
there's so-
braver choice would have been if at this point would have given Sydney all the money to come
Her
back.
daughter.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I genuinely thought for a second,
Yes.
you guys have done this. If you make it so
Please.
she is things, you'd never talk to me, so I figured this is how I get your attention by being a big murderer.
Yes.
Everyone thinks you, and that's why I stole your jacket. And you named me after a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm gonna become the biggest badass of all. And then you could have done, oh, you know what? Corporate synergy, they would love it. Give me 2 cuts of this film. One where Sydney survives at the end and wins, or 2 where Tatum survives at the end
Yeah,
and the
and
other
then
one is
everyone
killed.
thinks she's a victim and she's free to kill again.
Yeah, yeah. Either that or make it
Hell yeah.
ambiguous. So they both end up wearing the outfit and having the scream mask in the end,
Spider-Man
right?
meme.
And you have a big fight, the whole thing's coming out, and then someone in a scream mask walks out of a burning house at the end, goes to take off the mask. We cut to
Fade to
credits. We
black.
never know who wins, and then we see whose agent negotiates better for being in the next one.
Also,
Get him in the
you get
writing
the
room, for God's
damage.
sake.
Like, Sydney has given birth to a ghost face. Imagine
Yes.
how psychologically fucked
Came out in the
she would
outfit.
be.
Yeah.
Speaking
Little
of her
baby
being
Ghostface.
fucked, can we quickly just talk about her husband? Because I really don't like Joel McHale. And the fact that he is like a police chief called Mark, but it's not the
Yeah.
same Mark as
No, I
from
saw this.
Because
Scream
whose
3.
original recipe mark from Scream 3?
That's Patrick Dempsey,
Yeah.
who is Mark Kincaid, who is a police detective, a homicide detective. But now she's married to Mark Evans, who is also
Oh, so he's meant to be a different guy.
he's
Yeah,
a
he's a
different
different guy,
fucking
yeah, he's
guy.
not
Either
supposed-
that or they forgot what they named.
I feel like it's a forget. I feel like it can't be a callback, or like I don't think this film's smart enough for it to be. Oh,
I thought they'd just recast Patrick
they just
Dempsey.
fucked it
Yeah,
up.
my assumption was it was the same character that she got together with in Scream 3 and, well, after Scream
'Cause
3, and
They
then they
talk
just
about
changed the
him
actor.
in 5, don't they? She's like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
think I'll keep him. Oh, I'm Sidney Prescott. Of course, I have a gun." You know, in that phone call when she's
Yeah,
jogging with her stroller.
that was Scream. Which one was that? 5.
5.
5.
Yeah. She wasn't in 6 at all, right?
No.
No, not at all. And they, bearing in mind the reasons that she wasn't in it because they didn't pay her enough,
Couldn't be
they
asked.
didn't have to joke about with it like it was just a fun
Yeah.
thing
Well, they
all
had to
decided
address
do.
it though, didn't they?
They're like,
Because this is
"Oh,
Scream, isn't it?
We're so
can't-
happy that you'll be really glad that you sat out that thing in New York." Yeah.
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 I've got
As
bloody
if,
nerve
as if
damage.
Sydney would ever do that.
Also,
She's
Gail
consistently
Weathers.
put herself in the line of danger and come
Yeah.
back to the fucking town.
Also, Gail Weathers so underused in this film. There's a
Oh,
whole bit.
yes!
There's a whole bit where, like, I kept
Not even
thinking,
in it at the
she's gonna
end.
come back. She's gonna come back. She's gonna come back. She was only doing the interview 5 minutes ago. She'll turn up soon. Surely.
She just
No,
gave up.
turns
She's
up at
like,
the end.
"Oh, she's run off. I guess I'll."
She's run
Totally
off and she's run off and
underused and useless.
I'm probably about 45 seconds behind her. I guess I won't be able to
can't
catch
chase
up.
her. And the number
was
of
on foot
times
as
that
well.
Gail has saved Sydney, like in the
Yeah.
nick of time, she just would not have let that happen. I just don't feel like
No.
that was true to character. Because also
She's
in
got some
this
nerve
film, she
damage
was
now,
so
sorry.
spicy, wasn't she? She was like, wow, she fucking runs over a fucking ghost face like a fly on the
I'll tell you
windshield.
what though, when they turned up, her and the other guys from 5 and 6,
Yeah, the Meeks.
Mason and oh no, it's Chad and Mindy, but the actor's called Mason.
Chad and Mindy, Randy Meek's niece and
Yeah.
nephew.
I want them to
I
be called
like that when they
Mason and
turned
Mindy because they're twins. They should have matching alliterative names.
The Meeks
when they
is
turned up with Gail Weathers. I thought that was
that was
sick.
iconic.
I was like,
Next
there we
improvement,
go.
make them the killers.
I said to my
Capable,
sister, I was like,
hot.
wouldn't that be sick? Because they were quite fame hungry, weren't they, in it?
Yeah.
And they were like, we're
Yeah.
ambitious.
Yeah, we're ambitious and like we didn't even the film doesn't even dwell on the fact that it could be them. It's like nah.
They got written out by like flesh wounds as well, didn't they? Of this
Yeah,
film.
they
One
turn
of
up
them
at the
gets like
end with
a knife,
boo-boos,
like
little plasters.
yeah,
Yeah, that guy at the end of Scream 6 was stabbed like 20 times,
yeah.
but then with the miraculous plot armor, showed up at the end.
Should have at the end like,
Because oh,
oh,
I'm better
kill.
actually.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
he got stabbed by like 2 ghost faces at once.
Oh yeah. How do we
Maybe
feel
3.
about having a ghost face who's a nobody as well? As
I
like
feel annoyed because that's not the rules.
that's not the rules
I
at all.
feel like I feel like we needed a ghost face. I was pleased that we had a ghost face that they get early.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Um
was quite an exciting thing because then Gale is like, it's never someone that you don't know. That's not the
yeah,
rules.
but that should have also been I mean, I guess it kind of was a clue to unpick it, or it would have been
If
if
they'd
the other ghost face
investigated it.
wasn't just some fucking dude.
It's obviously someone who's in a psychiatric facility. Obviously, that's the only way we can go with this. Got to be an actual. But that's the thing. Like everyone who is a killer in these films is a psychopath hiding in plain sight, not like a psychopath checked into the old facility.
The old
That's kind
facility.
of the point.
Let's hit the old chronology again, and we've unpacked a lot. Let's just close out this opening scene that we had. So the ghost face in this one, Emma, you talked about the attraction of someone in a scream mask. If your boyfriend had taken you to the Macca house,
It would have been the other way around though, wouldn't it? Let's be
you'd have been
honest.
dressing up
I
in
would
it.
have taken him and I would have been like,
Oh, I'm a ghost face.
can I chase you with this knife? Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Can I put the pig's blood? No, what is it? Corn syrup. Can I spray
Yeah.
you with corn syrup?
Yeah.
How did you
All
do on the
over it.
trivia when the escape room, as part of their Airbnb experience, do a little scream
Oh,
call
I don't
to
think I would
you?
have done well because I can't really remember
No. So
things.
it was 2 Wes Craven films, wasn't it? It was People Under the Stairs and
Oh,
what was the
what's
other
the
one?
daughter's name? I'd have
Nightmare
eaten
on
shit
Elm
on that
Street.
one.
I mean, it was tough.
I
It was
got the
tough.
first one, would have lost on the second one, but wouldn't have even hesitated on the third one.
What,
Jason
the
didn't drown,
trick
he was fine.
question?
Yeah.
Yeah, trick question, wasn't it?
Hmm.
Where's everyone getting these bloody voice changers from?
Oh yeah.
Like the same one, isn't it? How does anybody know what that sound? I suppose it would have been public knowledge, wouldn't it? Who used
How
it?
are these things commercially available when they
Yeah.
have been used in,
Countless
at this
murders.
point, countless
Also, in
murders?
this Airbnb, there's definitely like a shrine to Stu, as if like he was a victim.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
LED candles and the way they've got the outlines on the floor for where each person died.
Yeah,
Tasteless.
And
tasteless.
it's multiple, right? Because they did have Scream 4 murders in the same
Yeah, they
house,
did.
right?
Scream 4 and Scream 5 because they've
Scream
got in the kitchen.
4 wasn't in that house though.
It must be
It was in
Scream
the
Was
5
house
that
then.
that
not?
Nev lives in, isn't it?
It must be Scream 5 then, Andy, because in the kitchen they've got
Scream 5 is where, yeah, what's
where
their
they
face gets
burned
set on fire.
Mickey, wouldn't it? She got burned. Is that right?
Yeah.
And the other one
Yeah,
where's Jack Quaid's character just gets shot, isn't
yeah.
it? Right? Or just stabbed multiple times.
And then shot, I think.
And then shot, yeah, all those
I
times.
think.
So yeah, it's tasteless, but I would absolutely stay here. And you can for real, can't you? Like
Yeah, you
the
can.
the set, I guess. Or a
You can go
recreation,
on
I guess.
tours.
Is it a recreation or is it the actual house?
It's actual house.
Oh wow, okay. That's cool.
I'm in it, obviously.
You're
So
bloody in it. You're sat.
There right now.
just in it's daytime where I am.
Go upstairs and swing off the chandelier, please.
Yeah, will do.
Yeah, we'll do it in a minute. I'll do it.
So yeah, the fella, after doing a scare, there is a lifelike robot of Scream
Oh, yeah.
there. And then he's actually moved and it does him a big stabbing and he eats shit immediately.
Well, they kind of do this thing where obviously Madison is like, "Oh, I hate it here. It's a bloody. Why did you bring me here? It's shit." And then he goes off.
You knew you weren't going to like it before we drove across the
Yeah.
country. At this point, just treat it like a hotel.
There's a couple of
Yeah.
like fake scares, and they're like he dresses up as Ghostface, tries to scare her, but then they realize the
She almost punches
animatronic
his,
thing.
uppercuts his beard off.
Yeah. She punches his beard clean off.
Punch
Oh,
his beard
brilliant.
off.
Smashes his nose to dust.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, and then the ghost face is a real ghost face and immediately kills Scott, stabs him in the head. We see the knife going through
Oh,
the eye,
Oh, and his eye
yeah.
goes all twisty.
destroying the eyeballs. Again, that was pretty gnarly. Um, and then Madison puts up a fight, ends up swinging on the chandelier. Ghostface falls to the ground, and then we get the falling stab. That was
Yeah.
pretty good, wasn't it?
And then she gets set on fire
And then she
after
gets
saying, I would hate to die like that.
Oh God,
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't even remember that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, she was like, oh, this was where, blah, 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 got set on fire. Oh, I'd hate to die like that. And I was like, no,
No,
I
she's
got
bloody
that bad.
burned.
Your worst fear.
Your worst fear,
Um,
agony.
although, you know what, Ghostface, little note for you here. You know what's incredibly flammable? Petrol fumes.
Oh, ghost face.
And you know what's happened is also you're slap dashing it around the house. I
You got
I
some on you.
refuse to believe
Yeah.
that in your low-hanging shawl that you're
Synthetic
wearing,
fiber drapey garment.
literally only Mr. Motivator, had he been Ghostface, would be at more risk of being in flammable clothes than you. Like
Yeah.
maybe
No,
if
because his are tight to
Ghostface had gone to
body, so there's
Liverpool in
less
the 90s
chance.
where everyone was in a shell suit,
What
maybe
kind of
then.
material is the shawl made out of? Because occasionally in different lights it looks glittery.
Yeah, I think it has been glittery in the past.
Yeah, because the bit
It's
It is a shell suit.
when he's on stage and McKenna Grace is like, or he or she is on stage, and McKenna Grace is swinging, it looks very glittery then.
mm,
Very nice.
Maybe one of the ghost faces, maybe that's how you tell them apart in this one, because there's the theory about the boots in original
Yeah.
recipe Scream, right? Well, which
Yeah,
one
I
it is
love all the
based on the footwear.
I do
Oh
love all the
yeah.
theories. Yeah, I do
I've
love all the
heard it's the way they hold the blade and
yeah,
like the wipe and like the strangle first and then
yeah.
there's theories.
And if they're
Maybe in this one they've just gone route one, and one of the ghost faces has a fabulous sparkly one.
Stu in the first one, he was the only one who would like get his ass kicked or be a bit clumsy, wouldn't he? Apparently,
And
that
be
was
like,
him.
whoa.
Get chased down the stairs by a piano.
I also read that in Scream 2, the only actual killing that Billy Loomis's mum does is Randy. And the reason she did that was because he apparently it
She fucking hated sliders.
the reason he did it was because Randy was calling Billy Loomis a mama's boy.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Sorry, I was thinking of not Randy. I was thinking of what's his name?
All the other ones were done by
Quinn.
Timothy Oliphant as like her right hand essentially, and that was the only one she committed herself allegedly. I don't know if that's true, but it's still interesting to know who's who in these things. Um, yeah, and then he walks out again. He or she walks out of the burning Stu Macker house, and again, this is quite symbolic in a way, isn't it? It's like a closing of a chapter, and it almost like if that was it, and it was like that was how they commented on Stu not being around anymore, burning down his house, and being like, no, it's not him, it's someone else. This is a new chapter potentially. I don't know. That could have worked.
Yeah, it's a way to go with it. I mean, we're all having as much fun in your world as you want, Ben, doing these murders of people. But that's someone's business that you've burned
Yeah,
down.
it is. They're on
Someone
the
who
end
is
of the
not
phone.
connected to any of this.
That's a small business.
I can't get
That's
through to him
somebody's
now.
side hustle.
Yeah.
I can't get through to him now to
Property
do the
is
second round of trivia. I don't know what's going on. It's not connected.
property is a serious investment.
Especially that of that size.
Yeah.
Yeah. And especially lots of property these days. I don't know what state Woodsboro is in, But if it's in one of those states that's prone to wildfires, that might not have been insurable. That
You're
might be a
right.
complete write-off.
You're right. Gutted.
They haven't thought
Um,
about this, have they?
so now we go to Pine Grove, Indiana, which is where Sidney Prescott has built a new life for herself. Married to police officer Mark Evans. No, not that Mark. Runs a coffee house. Looks after her children. She basically lives in a Hallmark movie. It felt like.
Yeah.
Do you know what the coffee house reminded me of the Scream TV series,
Oh
where
yeah.
like the main character was her name Emma. It's been a really long time since I watched it, but I seem to remember being like, oh, they keep saying my name. Ooh. Um, she
Food is
worked
good.
in a coffee shop, and I was like, bring back the coffee shop vibe
Yeah.
to the
Yeah,
French.
Scream the series is great, and obviously the star
I mean,
is
it was a
of
hot mess,
yeah
but I watched the
MTV, wasn't
shit
it?
out of it.
MTV produced A Different Mask, and its
Oh yeah.
star went
Different
on to
mask.
be in Strange Darling as an excellent murderer.
Oh. Okay. I've not actually seen it. The TV show.
Oh, there's like 3 seasons.
And it
Com
went on for longer than it should have,
Compelling shit.
for a
Like,
start.
and the third season is basically Harper's Island, but with sexier people in it.
Oh.
It's
It's
one of those things
fucked.
where all of them are quite unlikable, but then you kind of do like them
I
by the
liked
end.
Bella Thorne and she was killed instantly, so
Ah.
Yeah, I like the Scream series. I might have to revisit it one day. Not
I think I
good,
might.
but fun. Hot.
Um. So obviously, children, daughter Tatum, other kids, but they're with the grandmother, right? Younger
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah,
There
they,
was
they
like,
get written out immediately.
Written out immediately. They're
because
with
they're
the grandmother.
inconvenient, aren't they? What are you going to do with a young child? That's
Yeah,
real jeopardy. That's not fun jeopardy.
No.
yeah.
That's not
They
sexy
exit
jeopardy.
they exit that film a bit like oh no, I've now lost the reference I was gonna make when someone else just exit. It's the grandma in The Last Conjuring where someone goes, I'll be leaving this film now. I am moving out. Goodbye.
See you later. I've had enough. Not interested in the Conjuring.
Grandma, you've said you've fallen down the stairs. You need to go to hospital, but I've just seen you lie gently down the. I have broken my hip. I will be off to hospital. Thank you so much, and will not be appearing in the rest of this
Safe
film.
in hospital. So yeah, Sydney's daughter Tatum, who is 17, the same age as Sydney was in the first Scream, which is obviously
Also, then Chef's Kiss. Bring back 25-year-olds playing 17-year-olds.
What do you mean
yeah.
bring back? Has it ever gone away?
Well, it's the power of 90s filmmaking. This is original recipe Scream, right?
Started with
Give
Grease, didn't
me
it?
you
Everyone
give
in
me
Greece.
people in their mid to late 20s pretending to be teenagers. Andrew Garfield at 29 being Spider-Man in high school.
So Tatum's obviously named after Sydney's late best friend Tatum Riley, who died, played by Rose McGowan, of course, and died in
In
the
a cat
in a
Getting
cat
mashed up
flap.
in a
Yeah,
garage.
that's an
I don't
iconic
believe
scene.
they've got a similar style of garage door in their house. You would avoid it like the plague.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She died being the beer witch.
yeah.
Yeah.
She slings the beer at him. No, she hits him with a few beers, doesn't she?
Yeah.
That's good.
Good for her.
Um, so Sydney receives a call from Ghostface. And again, I thought this was just going to try and establish that she's always getting prank calls all the time, and this is how she deals with them. Do you know what I mean?
Like she was 3 films ago.
Like she was 3 films ago, just like finding people's, yeah, she was finding people's numbers and like
She was
outing them straight away.
1471 in them all the time, wasn't she? She
The
was
fact
telling
that
their
this
mums.
it immediately got started, I was a bit like, I don't know how I feel about this. And then, of course, I guess what it was trying to do was completely subvert other films where going, I don't hide, it's actually me, Stu, and here I am.
Let
Have a look
me
at my
let me
face.
switch this to video mode.
Let me switch this to video mode.
Yeah. I love that new dynamic where he's like, ah.
He's got a scarred face. He's old Matthew Lillard. So I feel like it'd be impossible to predict how he's going to look older as well. Matthew Lillard, he looks like Shaggy now. How does he look like that?
Look at
Um,
this.
so Stu pretty much announced. So he announces he's going after Tatum. He's standing outside the theater where she and her classmates are rehearsing. Now, again, of course, we're going to spoil this, so we probably should address this. There's no AI technology that can recreate that convincingly, right?
Are you sure, Ben? Are you sure you won't Google it 5 minutes after you said it's impossible and find out that not only is it possible, but you can do it just quickly and
I d-
do a
but
do, do a version of it that
so deep
incriminates
fake.
you?
obviously deepfake technology exists, yeah, and it does. But like this is perfect. This is just like the shadows, the textures, everything's perfect. We see a bit with someone recreating it, like on a green screen with layering and stuff like that in what looks like Blender. And I'm like, no, there's no way. Like everyone would look like a video game. Everyone would look like Resident Evil Requiem. There ain't no technology. And I know we're supposed to maybe, leave that at the wayside. It's a story, it's fiction, whatever. But it's a bit silly, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It is.
I feel like I knew it was AI anyway, because I was like, they they can't. And I did lean over to my sister and I was like, clearly AI.
I had a prediction, didn't I, Andy? It came to
Yeah,
me
Ben sent me a
late one
voice
night.
note saying, "Hmm,
It came to me late one night when I was just thinking about it. I was thinking, how could he come back then? How could he come back? And I don't know why. I just thought Scream is so meta and so now, that I felt like, oh, I was gonna do like a deep fake type thing, isn't it? I
But
thought,
for this deepfake technology to have worked, by the way, the person performing as Stu would have had to have been able to do would have had to have known his voice, his not his voice, that would have been changed,
mannerisms.
but his mannerisms.
Sayings.
You would have had to have been
I always had a
the
thing for you,
foremost
Sid.
actor
Who
of
would
your
know that?
generation. Where's
Yeah.
Chalamet?
And like he was recalling intimate details about their friendship and stuff, which like that woman and that man just I don't feel like they
Wouldn't
would have known.
know.
If
And I
you'd been
feel
the
like
true crime kid, maybe, but
Oh
not if
yeah,
you'd
he would have
been
known. That's why I thought it was
his
him.
his mum who'd read Sidney Prescott's autobiography.
yeah. I mean, I kind of like the concept of a killer using previous ghost faces to fuck with Sydney. Could have been pretty cool
Yeah,
if
because then
delivered
it's
it.
like an extra mask, isn't it?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
delivered in a slightly different way, which wasn't them stood in front of a room wearing black, like it was, like you're in a haunted house. Do you know what I mean? That's what it was like. When you're in in Alton Towers and the scary rides, and there are those
Yeah.
screens with like people talking.
Oh,
It felt like that.
it's almost like when you go to like a History's Come Alive castle and there is like a little projection of someone dressed as like a Norman soldier going, when I was alive in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
1642.
Back
I
in
love that.
1066, we would have
Yeah.
used a toilet much like this one.
Back when
Exactly.
I was a Ghostface killer, I was the only one who did it solo. That
Oh
was
yeah,
me.
Roman, keeping it
And
real.
then I'm also here, Dewey.
Yeah, yeah. No, and me as well. I'm dead now, and I died in the one you weren't in.
I love it how his little video. No, she was one. He dies in five, doesn't he?
He died in six, didn't he? He died in
I thought
six.
he
No,
died.
they
No,
comforted
six
each
is New
other.
York. He was dead by then.
Yeah,
Oh,
he dies in five, so
okay.
Sydney did see him die.
I feel like I have forgotten a lot
Um,
about the chronological order of this stuff.
but yeah, like he is farmed in like it's a donate now advert where and it's like all family and
Yeah, yeah.
it's like, you've got nothing to do with the rest of this message. You're just a familiar face.
That's
If
clearly
anything,
like
I'm
Williamson being
comforted.
like, I need something, like,
Yeah.
I need to save this, I need to pull this back. I need the
Oh,
fans to be on side.
it really did feel phoned in, didn't it? I mean, quite
Yeah.
literally.
Bring
It
in
felt,
Mrs. Loomis, bring in Roman, bring in fucking Arquette.
I heard the greatest example of this that I've seen listening to the Weekly Planet this week, and they pointed out that it's a bit like that scene at the end of Spectre where James Bond walks through that corridor with A4 photocopies of all of his previous villains and said, "Ah, I, Christopher Waltz, was behind them all."
it reminded me of how often do films do this, right? And this happens a lot. Photo of person in film. Hey, we got a photo of him here as well, and it's either just it's them in the film,
It's a press shot.
or it's a
A
press shot for
screenshot.
that film.
It's a
And I'm
glamour
like,
shot from IMDb.
yeah, or stuff like,
What I need is one
or
of
it's
your
them,
family photos that you've brought in.
or
Yeah.
it's
I
them
like
from
it when
like
they do that.
45 minutes ago in the film. You know what I mean? And I'm like, come on, give us some respect as
Don't be
audience members.
silly.
Don't be silly now. Yeah, so it's a bit like that, isn't it? Um,
I mean, I don't know why, bearing in mind the amount we ridiculed it at the time, why have people continued to emulate the rest of the Justice League is revealed in Batman v Superman during a series of vignettes that's on a laptop they found, but
Just
now
find a
they've
floppy
built it
disk.
out to an entire film.
I'll just find a floppy disk with it all on. Don't be
Oh,
silly. That's
nice.
only 8 MB. Is it 8 MB?
A floppy disk, mate? 1.5.
Yeah, yeah.
You've got to be saving those photos in 16 color max.
I'm just watching these 1080p files that are like 10 minutes long from a floppy disk. Um, so yeah, so Stu is going after Tatum at the theater where she and her classmates are rehearsing. They're doing a Peter Pan.
I think it's Peter Pan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Peter
because you got the
Pan.
dog, you got the nanny dog. And that's who Tatum's playing, and she's shit. And then we're introduced to her classmates as well, and I guess we're supposed to believe are these potentially
We've met her boyfriend
killers.
already.
Met her
I
boyfriend.
didn't like the cut of his jib. I'm just
No.
I
gonna
don't.
say
I
instantly
still
I
don't
was
like
like,
him.
what a shit-eating grin this guy. I was on Nev's side. I was like, yeah, get out. Get out of the bedroom. Get
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
here.
You, my friend, are the boyfriend from Presents. That's the energy you're giving.
Not only did they recreate him coming to the window, but they also recreated him when obviously Billy
The
Loomis tells
lines,
Sydney,
yeah.
was watching The Exorcist and I thought about you. He says, I was watching a stab about when your mum nearly died, and I thought of you and I thought I'd come over.
I
All
thought I'd
horned up.
emulate a scene that's been in Stab about your mum's life. I thought that would be a real turn on.
Yeah, they almost the only thing they didn't do was like have the closet door like stop the door opening because
Yeah.
that has been
Yeah, well, that's the difference between Sydney and her dad is that Sydney's not a dumb fuck. So,
yeah. We got it. We got it. We
She
got it.
hasn't. She's engineered her house not to have that in there.
she's got a fucking panic room, for fuck's
Oh yeah,
sake.
a panic room that the daughter didn't know about. No, about.
Yeah,
That
well,
doesn't
she
make
wasn't
any
even
sense.
taking it seriously. She unpacked her go bag.
Oh
She was like,
yeah, of
"What do we
Unfortunately,
course.
do? What do we do? You fucking pay attention, pack the bag." If she hadn't been fucking about, being like, "Oh, people have died." I have stress dreams to this effect where I'm like, "Look, we have to get out of here. Everyone be quiet. Everyone do this." And people are like, "What? What's going on?" I'm like, lock in,
I'll
like it's
explain
life or
later.
death. Come
Lock in
on,
for fuck's
lock
sake.
in, let's go. And they're like, oh, is it? And then bad things happen. And I'm like, in real life,
Unfortunately,
I'd be like, fine, I'm gonna leave you. You'll
Mm.
die.
I'm getting
How do you
into my
like that?
panic room. Unfortunately, the only thing they don't think about there is that while it has an absolutely invincible door, it is also accessible from all the wafer thin
Plasterboard
walls
Yeah,
wall.
that is
all
insane.
around
I
the
was
rest of
The
very,
the
very
room.
mod
annoyed
rock
by that.
wall that you've made.
Ridiculous.
Surely,
Um,
just in the panic room, press a panic button that you've got installed in
Because
there.
where were the police for most of this film?
yeah.
Do you know what I
Oh,
mean? She's
not
running through
enforcing
the
that
town at
curfew
one
at
point.
all. Well, no one has
At one point, she
informed the
says, "Go
police
and
of this
get the
town that
police."
they are not
They're
affected
nowhere
by
to
the
be
curfew.
seen for a
They
big
should be
chunk of the
out.
film. And then at the end, they're all there. I'm like, where have you
Where
been?
have you been, you belters? So yeah, introduced to the boyfriend, introduced to Tatum's classmates. Hannah Mckenna Grace, and then Aaron, who's like the true crime nut. There's a scene earlier on where he goes into the coffee shop and says, "Sydney, have you seen this TV show about your
He
trauma?"
makes a social faux pas, doesn't he?
Yeah, and Mum comes in. The mum Jessica comes in and says, "You've had a
Did
beast."
you ask her about that?
Did you ask her
Yeah, you
about that?
better
Yeah, no,
not
go on.
fucking ask her about that thing. As if you're not going around town killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Although
hypocrite.
the
Who are you? Yeah, who are you to say?
is different, like surely awkward teenager. I don't know about you. When I was 25 playing a 17-year-old, I felt it. I was greatly disturbed by ever having to interact with any of my friends' parents.
I
I
think
wouldn't have been
times have
like,
changed, haven't
"Have
they?
you seen that documentary about you?" I'd have been like, "Hello, Mrs. Evans,
One coffee
a
drink,
coffee,
please.
please."
One.
Also 4 espressos. Behave yourself.
You're at school.
That's a man after my own heart because I love a quad over
A
ice.
quad. A
A
quad over
quad
ice.
over
Quad
ice. But you're talking to the inventor of the Espresso Max, so I don't
The
know why
Espressi Max.
I don't know why you're surprised.
Isn't that
That's
a
a
brand?
quadruple espresso with a Smirnoff Ice in it.
Isn't that a brand of?
It's espresso in Pepsi Max, isn't it, for Fright Fest to get through the day?
Oh, of course. Oh, of course. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I was
Espresso
nesting those when
Max.
you first met me, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. Have you tried the shot of espresso and a vanilla milkshake in McDonald's?
Ooh, oh, McDonald's though.
Yeah.
What do you call that, Ben?
You
What's
could
this
do that anywhere else.
title?
You could get it anywhere else though. What
Do
do
you
I call
call
it?
it a milky?
You call it a milk a milk it's a milky shot. Oh, can I have a milky shot, please? Yeah. Make extra froth. Oh, delicious. It is good though. It probably ruins both things a little bit though. Do you know what I mean? Like
You milky shot.
oh, I have a milky shot, please. And put your finger in it because it's not sweet enough.
Oh, ew.
Ew, one step too far. So yeah, he goes to the also, didn't they just like blue ball us because they made out that there was going to be a party and I thought, okay, cool, teen party scene.
Yeah, they were
Classic,
like, we all know
classic.
it kicks off at a party.
And what the fuck, it didn't. They just went
They
on.
murdered the fucking host before
The
the
person
party
who's
even
having the
started.
party gets done
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. So
Iconic death though. Loved that.
yeah.
Actually, I've just realised while Mckenna Grace is our first major character killed, she's not the first person that gets killed in this scene.
Off-scene
Nameless
slip.
lighting boy.
Oh yeah.
Gets
Oh yeah.
murked.
Technically, he's the first person because he was killed before she was.
Yeah.
He goes,
And she gets
now to investigate this noise. Slashed.
so she gets disemboweled while hanging from the hanging from the apparatus thing that Pink is always on during her concerts these days.
Yeah.
Pink,
Get
get
down.
down.
Get down. We've seen it.
You don't need to be doing all that, Pink, for God's sake. So
You've got-
Whoa.
You've got so many hits, Pink. You could just sit down at a piano, Billy Joel style, and bang them all out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Which
respect it though. I respect it. But that's how Mckenna Grace dies, disemboweled.
You know
And
who
again,
else
see
we get to
guts.
meet? This like character that is very briefly flirted as a potential
Oh, the
murder
director.
victim.
Oh, yeah.
Rude school teacher.
Rude, out of pocket drama teacher.
You're Sidney Prescott's daughter. I expect a bit more fire. She's playing a fucking
I would
dog.
have been like, I expect you to shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
You know what you're going to see some fire, mate? From my mum when I tell her and she comes into this school to
And
fucking
shoots
get
you.
your job.
Yeah,
will
she's
shoot you.
killed people in a theatre before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mum has killed so many people and
She's
you've just
killed
been rude to me. She's going to be in here. I also feel like, no discredit to the actor that was playing him, I feel like that who they wanted here was Josh Rubin to be this teacher.
Yeah, good point. Or
Looks a tiny bit like him, but isn't.
yeah, touch of Josh Rubens going on. Yeah, so disemboweled while hanging from that apparatus, swinging back and forth, getting slashed. Is the first time we've seen guts and entrails in this film?
I feel like
the
it
franchise?
kind of is, apart from like Drew Barrymore, like her guts were out, weren't they?
Yeah.
But they're not particularly like gory films in that way, but I feel like this film was different in that we did see quite a lot of creative grotesquerie.
Gut spelling.
I think there were a few good kills, but I think occasionally it does kind of just have default stabby stab
Yeah.
a lot.
But
is
there
kind
was
of all right.
stabbing with a screwdriver. There was
Yeah.
stabbing, with
In Scream 6, there was a bloody shotgun, though. I don't know, I kind of like that.
oh yeah, fair.
He's gone gun.
He's got a bloody gun. So yeah, that happens.
That was
And
scary.
They immediately go back to Sid. So, Sydney turns up and not in the nick of time because she just starts
What's the
shooting.
opposite
at
of the
Ghostface.
nick of time in the knack of time?
Starts shooting at Ghostface. Bloody Tatum walks through with her bloody AirPods in. What are you doing here, Mum? Fucking
I was copying off my boyfriend in there.
Fucking Ghostface has killed 2 people here. You bastard.
Yeah, I've just been wildly shooting a gun at him, but he's escaped, unfortunately.
Open carry season for Sidney Prescott. So they go back
There
to
is
the house
absolutely no recourse for having her just discharging
In
a
a
firearm in a
in a
school.
school. Yeah, that would have been
nonetheless.
it, wouldn't
In an
it?
American school.
That would have
Wouldn't be
been
the
a
first time it's a
national
woman
news.
shooter, though. Just saying.
Oh shit!
Still white though, so they've still got that on board.
I mean, fair enough.
Uh,
Still
so
mentally unstable.
they go back to Sydney's and go back to the house. Sorry, and she's like, "Get your go bag. We're out of here."
And she's like, I unpacked it months ago. Or why did you do that?
And
Yeah.
two, your boyfriend is not invited. I'm not even going to stay until his parents arrive. We are fucking off
Oh,
now.
we didn't mention the bit where she turns up wearing her mum's jacket, her mum's leather jacket that's somehow
In the
30 years
attic.
later in perfect condition up in the
Pristine.
Despite
pristine.
being born in at least one stabbing
Moisturized.
situation.
Yeah.
And she just nonchalantly like, look,
She looks
wears
so
it,
good in that jacket, though.
wears it,
Just
and then just
don't wear
goes,
that.
that's famous character from the past of this franchise, my jacket. It's a, it's
Why
a
have you got a
character.
sensitive attachment to that jacket in particular? Surely you'd be triggered by if she came down dressed as Ghostface. Don't wear that. But she's gone, don't wear that jacket that I wore during a
Yeah, but
situation.
also, she didn't ask to wear it.
Yeah, bit rude.
That's
Isn't
her biggest problem, to be
Yeah.
fair. As
It was a
Joe
jump
tells
scare.
her, old Mark goes, that's actually on you. You've been really unfair.
I don't
Yeah.
care to hear from Mark.
it?
Listen, Mark, you've
Mark,
done
keep
none of the
stum.
parenting in this bit so far. While I was confronting our daughter about her boyfriend sneaking into her room to possibly have sex with her earlier, you stayed in bed to read.
And he lied. He revealed a fundamental lie
Oh
about
yeah,
the age he was when he lost his virginity. And also, he committed the sin of not being Patrick Dempsey.
yeah. Also, what's going on with that headboard? Big old rat and basket headboard. Hated that. Horrible
Your
interior
hair would get
designing.
caught. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not not
Oh no! A whole skin fold of my head's been caught in the
you
in the
get all
headboard.
scratched up in a hurtful way.
That's why you were triggered, Ben. That is how Ben had a full head of hair
I
until he had
did.
a rattan
If I
headboard.
was on if I was on the bottom, if you know what I mean, getting getting ridden into next week, I would have been Jesus, my
Yeah,
old head.
stop it.
I reckon my head would act like Velcro on it. Fucking completely stuck. Anyway. So yeah,
So,
that all
as we've
happens.
learned in today's episode, Ben is a velour bedstead
Oh
kind
yeah.
of guy.
No, it's true. That actually is true. Velour is a good shape. Um
Nice brush cotton.
so Ghostface is up in the bloody attic.
That was cool.
Yeah.
The police entirely fail to
Oh
check. We'll
yeah, they
just
did
sweep
a
the house
sweep in
poorly.
less than 5 minutes. They didn't
Yeah.
even check in the wardrobe because I saw.
They looked under a vase. No, not under there.
They look for Ghostface like you look for your child playing hide and
I didn't see,
seek.
yeah.
They're
They just
like,
shout
oh
at
Always.
no, where is he?
They just
Is
shout
he
at
in the
Ghostface.
pillowcase?
They were
Ghostface!
expecting the scary movie with the feet under the curtains,
Oh
like,
yeah.
like, oh, there he is,
There he is, the
behind the
knobhead.
curtain, behind the
Yeah.
couch. Woo.
Mm.
To be fair, you know how you could have got rid of this admittedly petty criticism because the film has to progress, but like you could have gone, we'll sweep the house. No, don't bother. It's unlikely they'll be here. Or I'm
But
the
it's
chief
not
of
unlikely
police.
though.
No.
I'm the chief of police. I'll do it. You
Mm.
Oh,
piss off and check the
okay.
neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah, that could have worked.
But to be fair, would they go in the attic if the police were doing that?
I think if there was sweeping your house, you would think to check, right? Where could someone hide in this house?
Yeah, but
This massive room space thing.
yeah, okay, fair enough.
So Ghostface emerges from the attic, holds Tatum at knife point. Mark attacks him, gets some good hits in, have a good dust up. He ends up going down the stairs and getting KO'd. Bloody hell.
They
You
always
can
do.
get knocked out falling down the stairs. It happens to anyone.
Oh yeah. Happens in bloody Home Alone. Sydney takes Tatum to a safe room to evade Ghostface and uses the rooms on. Why even have that in the plot? Why even have that in the
Because they
plot?
leave it instantly.
Oh, we're in the safe room. Yeah. Let's go. Sorry? We're in the safe
Yeah.
room. Yeah, but it's just to get behind the wall. That's the actual safe
Because
place.
he wouldn't have even known that you could get behind the wall if they've not gone behind the wall. If they'd just been like, beep, police, come to the fucking.
Absolute
police
nonsense.
who are apparently next
They're
door securing
nearby.
the neighborhood.
They've just been here.
In Panic Room, Jodie Foster and Kristen Stewart, is that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did not come out
Yeah.
of that
They
place.
didn't
She
come
was
out of it at all.
fitting on the ground, and they were like, "No, we can't leave the panic room."
She
Forrest
only popped
Whitaker.
out for a second to get her insulin,
Yeah,
Forrest
so
Whitaker.
Raoul couldn't
because
get him.
she understands the meaning of a panic room.
Yeah.
Even though she didn't even have it built, it was just there. Whereas Sydney did have it built for a purpose that she knew about, and then she undermined that purpose by immediately leaving the safety
That's
of the
worse
panic
than unpacking your go bag. Not
room. Worse
using
than
the
Leaving
panic.
the
unpacking a go
van.
bag.
Yeah. So then we get this whole sequence of behind the wall. How did everybody feel about this? This was in the trailer, obviously. Like stab in the wall. Stab. I like the bending of the knife. That was
I
The
good.
love the
bending of the
bending
knife
knife.
was genius. That must
Yeah.
have really pissed him off.
Yeah. But what kind of knife is that?
It's a hunting
A
knife
stabbing
hunting
knife.
knife?
made of aluminium.
I've got this tinfoil knife here, right? Sometimes I like to flop it in your. I like to flop it in your face before I stab you with it. Sorry.
Yeah, it is a very bendy metal made of lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he gets a fire poker. He or she again. We don't know who it is at this point. Fire poker
I see
in the
no
wall.
other evidence of them having an open fire in that house.
No.
It is a guy in this bit though, because they run him over in a minute.
Oh yeah, it's that guy. Yeah, of course.
It's a
yeah.
guy.
It's that
A
fella.
guy who we don't even know and care about. So
That guy we did also see at the coffee shop as well.
Oh yeah, he did
Carl.
like kind of a
Yeah. Here's the thing, right? If you're gonna be Ghostface, don't go. If you're gonna go to a coffee shop and get a coffee from the person you're gonna be trying to
Don't
kill
make
later,
sustained eye contact in a sinister and creepy
inconspicuous,
way.
please.
Or just
What-
like when she goes, Carl, he goes, "Oh, thank you so much."
Yeah, yeah.
Cheers,
Yeah.
thanks. Delightful,
Why
delicious.
why give her prior warning or make yourself stand out in any way? Because he was a no face. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like he's one
yeah.
of those guys that's such a guy that he's got no face. He's just a no
Yeah.
face. But if
But he
hadn't
might-
done anything.
Generic
He
man.
might as well have like taken that coffee and like gone, "I'm looking at you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like she's
Remember
like
this
Derek and
face.
he's like, yeah, or something, really obvious.
They get out.
Like, that's that weird man.
That's that weird feller. They get out. Ghostface and Mark have more of a fight in the front garden.
Yeah.
He
And
gets
that-
he gets letterboxed.
Yeah. To be fair, this was pretty unexpected. I don't think I expected this to happen at this
Yeah.
stage.
It was good.
You kind of always think because it did make me. At this point, I was thinking this feels like the end. This feels like an end sequence, doesn't it? It feels weird. So for that to happen, I guess in a way it does kind of flip it on its head a bit. But I thought this was pretty awesome. Ghostface getting run over by Gail Weathers and Mindy and Chad.
He flies through the air in this, just like in seminal piece of horror cinema Jack Frost, when he gets hammered by the truck and he flies in the air and goes, "I can see my house from here," as he goes,
He does go absolutely flying.
and then gets stuck under the wheels, mashed.
Immediately unmasked to be Man. Famous
No
character
face.
Man.
The classic character.
And Gail's
Man.
like, what the fuck?
But to be fair, Carl has probably had as much screen time as the other two Ghostface killers at this point.
Yeah, to be
Into-
fair, they've all had equal time.
In terms of their face reveal.
Maybe it's like the Queen movie Bohemian Rhapsody, where the three actors playing murderers had an ironclad contract that suggests all of them had to get equal screen time
Yeah. Exactly.
to the
Sydney's
second.
Sydney's like, that's a bloke who bought 4 shots of espresso and put them in a Pepsi Max earlier. The absolute madman.
An espresso max.
That's Grande Espressi Matt.
Grande Espresso Max. He's absolutely wired. No wonder he's a bloody Ghostface.
No wonder he was so fucking solid. Beat the shit out of my husband.
Honestly, that mask has got some serious plot armor, hasn't it? Because as soon as it's off,
Oh,
you're a
that
fella.
mask, the stats on that mask are incredible. Equipable content, it's like endurance plus 50, like knockout ability minus 1,000,000,000,000.
Yeah.
Like,
Bulletproof. Oh, he's got. Yeah. Has he got a bulletproof?
Yeah,
vest?
it's,
One of them has
someone was
later.
wearing a.
Yeah.
One of the Ghostface had a
Bulletproof
vest on
vest earlier.
later.
So yeah, it's just a man. Gail's obviously fuming because it's against the rules. She tries to do a little. Oh wait, Mindy tries to steal her thunder at this point as well and tries to do the the
Live
broadcast.
the broadcast. Gail's
She's a
having none of
fucking
it.
bitch.
There's also another fella.
I'll
And
run
they
you
tell
over
it,
with a car as well.
yeah. There's also another fella from a news station, and they go,
Oh
"Fuck
yeah, isn't
you."
he the sexy dad from Riverdale?
Is he?
Yeah, Veronica's dad. I thought that might be him. Am
Not
I just
seen it.
being like, have I got face blindness again? I
And
need
his
He's
to.
like
name is like
tanned, muscular
something
dad in a suit.
Rivers.
What's his name?
Something Rivers. He has like another, like a Gale Weathers like name.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't
Carl
it?
Gibbs,
Robbie Rivers.
Robbie
Robbie
Rivers. Oh,
Rivers.
yeah, Mark Consuelos.
What,
I
Consuelos?
see. Yeah, he's in
Please don't
Riverdale.
say
It
that
says he's in Riverdale.
I'm being horribly racist just because he's just a hot
It says
guy.
he's in Riverdale.
Oh, it
It
does?
does, yeah. So it must be him. If
Sexy,
he's someone
sexy
else in
Mark
Riverdale, that'd be
Fuck
weird.
Consuelos.
for that. Yeah, Hiram Lodge. Yeah, that's right. I was like, fuck, have I just done that thing where you just make everyone's face that's ethnic just that, like, when people confuse Samuel L. Jackson with, like, Lawrence Fishburne. Do you know what I mean?
And that is one of
That
my
happened on a
favorite
chat show, didn't it?
one of my favorite clips where the guy's like, he's like, there must have been a short fucking line for your job. He's like, let's move on, shall we? He's like, oh hell no. Fucking
I
got
thought
him.
I'd just done that,
But
luckily.
no, Robbie Rivers will not have to bollock you.
Hmm.
He can accept it because he is the same man. But yeah, he wants to get he wants the scoop,
Yeah.
and they will need that ability when they want a TV station a little bit later.
Yeah. So Gail does a bit of convincing to Sydney to try and get her to come on the adventure. The adventure to deduce who Ghostface could potentially be. Sydney doesn't really take much convincing, does she? But she does tell Tatum to stay there. You ain't
She
even
says,
got a go
Tatum, you
bag.
stay here.
By the way, as if Tatum's going to be like, why do I have to stay here? That says everything you need to know about me. And I was like, would you why are you like inserting yourself into a dangerous situation? You've already proved that you done goofed because you unpacked your go bag and then you're fucking about. You're useless. And now you're going to be like, why can't I come sulking? This isn't like,
So
oh, she's going to the mall and you wanted to tag along.
So
She's
what are they-
going after a killer.
Yeah.
you must have bent at least one knife to be able to go on this journey. You, Tatum, did fuck all in that situation.
What is their
I didn't see you with the mailbox.
what are they representing with this relationship? So it's that she has pretty much hidden not talked to Tatum about any of the stuff that's happened in the past, even though
Yeah.
it's there in books on Netflix.
She's always saying, you can watch the
whatever.
film about it if you want to watch it. And she's like, no, I want to hear from you.
So she's
She's like, I
kept her
want to
shut
ask
off to it.
questions.
Yeah, which kind of makes sense. And I guess she's trying to protect her from it so that she doesn't experience the same things as she does from
Yeah.
from the same age with
I'm
boyfriends.
pretty sure, Ben, but
with-
I don't think knowing how your mom killed murderers in and of itself increases your risk of encountering a murderer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think she could have talked about the lessons that she learned about trust,
Yeah.
or
But I
like the
guess
various people in her life that weren't like true, or some shit like
Is
You
that.
know what would have been great metafiction here? It's our Hangouts note time. She could have made a reality bending point here and criticized Halloween 2018 and can listen. I'm not being Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween
They
2018 where I've
mentioned
gone
that though, didn't they? They did.
where I've become my obsessed grandma teaching you how to be a killer. I don't
Oh,
want you to be Karen in that film that gets
oh yeah.
who's the actor that plays her daughter?
oh god, yeah. Who is it? Julia? No, I don't know. You find that.
Judy Greer?
Yeah, that's it. You got it. Well done.
Yeah, yeah. And like, listen, I don't want to turn you into Judy Greer. I'm not gonna obsess about killing Michael Myers, who's not real.
Which
Like
was a lot.
those people are dead. But no, she doesn't do that. She goes, I don't want to be a victim,
But
Mom.
also, I just want to say, like, Sydney has been through this 5 times by this point, and that's not even like she's killed 5 killers. She's killed at least twice that many, not including Scream 3, which was just one. Like,
Yeah.
she's killed. She's been in this position so many times. The daughter being like, yeah, I feel like you're overreacting and all this lot. Do you know how many fucking times this has happened to her? She knows like blow by blow how this is gonna be, and you're like gaslighting her as though she doesn't know the situation. Like, my boyfriend could never have done it, and fair play, he didn't do it. But at the same time, if your mum, who's done this 5 times, is like, this is usually how it goes, fucking listen.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
I've
listen.
killed so many people.
I have killed so many people. I
At this
think I know
point,
what I'm doing.
at this point, these murderers are inexperienced compared to me.
Yeah,
They are, though.
absolutely.
I have
So,
killed more people than the mass murderers
Then the
trying to get us.
killers have killed by this
Speaking of
point.
killing, Gail Weathers has killed this person, and apparently, as long as you've killed someone who's a ghost face, there is not even a shred of
Yeah, you don't have
paperwork to
to
do
go
with the
to court or
police.
no
anything for that.
questioning at all. It's just vehicular manslaughter is fine.
In
in
fact, the
this
police
instance.
give you a card so you can murder a different person and it equals out.
So
Although,
they
saying that, I feel like Courteney Cox was fucking loving this. And I feel like
Yeah.
they wrote the role for her to really, like, just do her thing.
But
I
again,
could
not enough of her. Just
literally.
just twice we pretty much
Not
spent
enough,
time
mate.
with
Only
Gail.
comment that makes me sad about Courtney Cox in this one as well, that poor Courtney Cox has been an absolute victim of the Hollywood and the filmmaking industry refusing to let any female actor age naturally. She's been put under so much pressure to have so much work done, and it is like like I think it's very trying. Like, oh, leave this poor woman alone.
Yeah, bless her.
So so obviously they work out that Carl was a murderer. He murdered 3 people, and he escaped from a nearby mental institution because of course he did. So Sydney and
But
Gail.
no one was looking for him. Just escaped mental patient.
Yeah, is this escape? Yeah, that's pretty mental, isn't it? Pretty mental. You know what I mean. Sydney and Gail get more information about Carl. They go to this place, and luckily there's an institution supervisor called Marco, which is nice. Polo. He's got egg in a nest hairstyle. Is that how we say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just the old egg in a nest. The old the old one where your airlines you've got a 5 head now, 6 head, 7 head, 8 head. Get rid of it all, mate. Come on, it never ends well. Uh, he's got that, and luckily, he also recognizes Stu as well as a recently released John Doe that came in. Oh yeah, late 90s or something like that. So at this point, I didn't think, oh my God, Stu's alive. I thought, it's him. He's involved then. Because if
Yeah.
he thinks
Also, you appear to be a shift supervisor. Surely I need to speak to the consultant in charge of this hospital.
do you want to look at
Also,
their
there
room?
were too many lingering shots on that man that felt
Yeah.
loaded and meaningful. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, you want me to pay attention to this man?
Because
Okay, I get it.
again, that's a plot point. It's too heavy. It's too like, yeah, he was a John Doe. It's either Stu's alive or I'm the killer. That's literally it. There's no nuance in that statement. Do you know what I mean? It makes no sense really. They have a look at John Doe's room, which is just, I don't know. I was expecting it to be a TV.
There's
John
a
Doe's room was
photo
just
of
a
Tori
room that's
Spelling.
been.
Oh, he had a
Is
picture of
that
Tori
John?
Spelling. That's a
'Cause he
nice
loves
little
Good
touch.
stab.
Easter egg in there.
Is that John Doe's room though, or is that
Oh, I can't
the
remember.
No,
is
that
that what's
was
his name,
the
Carl?
escapee, I
Yeah,
think.
Carl. So that
That was
suggests he's obsessed with Stab, doesn't
Yeah.
it? That
he
suggests.
loves stab, whereas John Doe's room was a completely bare room made up for a new patient to arrive.
He had no memory before he was in Woodsboro and lived in the room next to Carl. So we're supposed to think Stu got a TV dropped
They're
on
in
his
it
head, woke up the
together.
next day with question mark above his head, and just went and checked himself into the nearest mental
He'd been a
facility. Stayed there for
drifter
30 years.
Yeah.
Um,
He's been doing the Michael Myers workout program. He'd stayed in there for 30 years, tensing.
fucking hell, come on. So
You do
Mindy
that for 30 years and you'll be so hard when you get out.
Uh, Mindy highlights that Ghostface has always been a personal connection to the target. Tatum should bring all of her friends together in one place so we can keep a bloody eye on him. See who's the
After
bloody killer.
lockdown.
I quite
You know
like
what you
this.
could do, everyone? Get on a Zoom call, because that's what everyone else in this film has done. You could have resolved this.
So they all go to a bar which is owned by. She's putting in the good work making the pizzas for them all. I'm like,
Yeah.
give her a break, give her a bloody break. Burns the pizzas. Sidney finally accepts being interviewed by Gail on television to lure in Stu's attention. So goes to the whatever his name is, Mr. Rivers,
Robbie Rivers.
Robbie Rivers
Not to be
studio.
mistaken with Robbie Rotten, enemy of Sporticus. Robbie Rivers.
Sporticus. Yeah. So to do this, the interview, but Gail gets
She gets personal.
Gets personal, doesn't she? God,
Yeah.
give it a break. Gail, you've had
She's
a career.
a news
You've written
hound
books.
first.
You've written books. You've had your big break. What are you still doing this for?
But do you know what? As well, she's waited 30 years for this interview, and it's almost like, you know, when you've abstained for so long, and then
Yeah.
you just like spaff everywhere after 2 seconds, and you're like, oh shit. I feel like that's what she did. She was like,
I can't wait for this. It's going to be great. No.
She was like, interview of a lifetime. Waited 30 years.
I've waited 30 years to ask you questions only about the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. It's like ridiculous. So obviously, before Stu can call, Neve's had a gutsful and walks away, doesn't she?
Storms out.
In the bar. So they watch the interview on TV as well, didn't they? All the teenagers. So it's Tatum, her boyfriend, friends, Chloe
you know
and
what?
Lucas.
While they're doing that, Ben, unfortunately, we have missed a scene while they are sneaking out. You know why it was so easy for them to sneak out the house, despite the fact they live with the chief of police?
Yeah.
It's that he has gone to investigate a noise
He's been Laura Palmered, wrapped in
the construction wing of their house, where there's just big construction going on. And
when's the turnstile
doesn't
needle
question
drop
for a
as well?
second. Doesn't question for a second that there has been a gust of wind so powerful it's been able to blow a heavy toolbox onto the floor.
Mm.
And then he gets proper Papa Roach, doesn't he? He gets his life cut absolutely into pieces.
Yeah.
He gets Laura Palmered wrapped in plastic, dead. Well, that's what you think. Gets stabbed enough times, you think that's
He gets the most vicious stabbing of anyone in this film and is apparently fine. Are we supposed to believe that he manages to tank this because of the line that Sidney says earlier, that it takes a lot to take him out? Like she knows he has a high constitution save or something like that.
I'll tell you what it is. It's the aluminium knife.
Stab training. She's like, you're going to be married to me. We have to stab you consistently over and over again.
It's like those people that take a little bit of snake venom every day so they can get immune to it. She knifes him every morning.
Training,
Just a little knife. I'm going to stab you every day with
How quickly can you recover? How close can we get to major organs?
Yeah, it's good.
We call this the stew.
Oh yeah. Starting to get a little woozy here. So when the interview ends on TV, Stu calls Sidney and says, I'm outside the bloody tavern where your daughter is with all her mates, prompting Sidney to leave, only on foot though.
On foot.
Uber.
Because she goes, I've left my keys inside. I can't go back inside or one of these many people will offer to come and help me, so I better walk.
Absolutely insane.
Feels silly.
Takes Tatum gets suspicious of
Ben. What's it called again, Ben? Pinesborough.
Pine Grove?
Pine Grove, which is the alternate universe of Woodsboro title if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
And she goes, it's not a very walkable city, is it? Not everything's within 10 minutes.
No.
Apparently the television station is down a completely featureless road for miles.
The fact that from here, Gail Weathers is completely out of it until the very end, like, did pretty much leave me fuming. Because I'm like, she would have absolutely gone after her. We need a moment where Sydney's running and the car pulls up next to her and it's Gail and she's like, get in. Let's go save your daughter.
Yes. Because, like, there's no way that Gail wouldn't do that.
Or some kind of contrivance that she wouldn't be able to find her. Like, a reason why they couldn't. Like, maybe Robbie Rivers goes, we can trace the call if you give us a few minutes. We can work it out. Like, stay here and help us do that. Reason why
But he literally said, I'm at the tavern.
Yeah.
He said it.
Yeah.
He was there. We saw it in the fucking video.
Yeah. So Tatum gets suspicious of Ben. She finds a laptop in his car. Running a test. This is all right. Close your bloody tabs down, all right? Come on. You're a young lad.
Look, close your tabs. There are several things you could have done here, Ben. Number one,
Lock your
say,
screen.
yeah, lock your screen. Number two, say, I don't know off the top of my head, let me, while we're here together and you want me to help you investigate, let me see if I can replicate the AI stuff. Number three, when you replicate the AI stuff, do your video where you look exactly like Stu. You're going, hey, this is just a test to see if I can replicate what Stu looks like. Not, whoopah! I think I'm gonna kill you, fucking.
Ridiculous.
No, whoopah! The most incriminating video. I'm gonna stab my girlfriend to death because I am the murderer. What?
Because like you can test it without saying the lines and doing the movement. Like you can
Yeah.
test it just by
It
being
just
like,
this
oh,
film just gives no, doesn't give the audience and it doesn't give its characters like the benefit of the doubt at any point, does it? It really just treats us and them like idiots the whole time.
He has another tab open with things Stu Macker was famous for saying.
Yeah,
Puka. He's like him practicing in the toilet.
yeah. Running this test, deep fake his face into Stu. She knocks him out and runs away. And this is
She
inside
Apple Max him right in the face.
Apple Maxim, like a big fat one, big 2012 Apple
yeah.
Mac, Apple laptop in the face.
Take this in
Ghostface.
your 25-year-old slash 17-year-old face.
So inside the tavern, this is when Ghostface kills Chloe
Everyone.
and Lucas. I mean, Chloe gets a pretty good fight back scene for the most part, but she gets killed by getting dragged along the bar on the
Just an
glasses,
errant piece of glass.
errant
Yeah,
piece of glass in the neck.
she
Also, I
ultimately just runs out of HP. I think she has a bit of a fight and gets a bit stabbed in the kitchen and then hides behind the bar while she thinks he's left and he's done that. Oh well, better leave.
um
Footsteps get
with
quieter because I was here all along. Slashed across the bar and then that glass goes in it and she's gone. Oh, if I'd been on
That's
full
death.
health, I might have survived
That's
that,
my
but
death. I picked
unfortunately,
that death. Bagsy that death.
thanks to that death
yeah.
that because Lucas gets killed and gets put on that big, horrible, dangerous spike, like beer, whatever it's
The
called,
Tower of
font.
London spit pump.
Yeah, and so my wife, Charlie, said that was a really good kill, and I was like, yeah, but it's not a screen kill or a Ghostface kill. That's a Friday the 13th kill, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's
That's a
true.
J that's a Jason kill.
That's a
Someone's got to
Jason
be
kill,
It's
big
quite
and
shocking for
especially with like the
Ghostface.
actual beer coming out his mouth as well. Like that
Yeah.
is next
knowing
level.
who the killers are left. Which one of them do you think is capable of that?
His
What
mom, can you imagine?
lifting him up by his head as well.
Oh, she's Pilates strong, isn't she? That's
Mm.
why.
Oh yeah, okay, I forgot about that.
It's not. It's definitely not the work of middle-aged man who used to work in tech.
He's been tensing this whole time. So the Meeks twins
At
get
his desk.
injured. They get like just some flesh wounds that writes them out of the film for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Um, and then Ghostface is chasing Tatum through the streets. There's a couple of kind of okay shots of Ghostface's shadow on the
The
wall.
abandoned streets where
Could have been better there.
no
Yeah,
police are patrolling
completely
at all
abandoned
during
streets
this curfew.
because of the curfew. Yeah. And then we get Sydney calls Tatum and she's like, I actually can't make it to you. I'm bloody miles away. I've stuck it in the old sat nav and I've clicked on walk and it says an hour and I can't be asked. I can't be asked to be fair.
And
So
then
I'm just going to
also
talk
that's
to
the
you.
phone call that alerts Ghostface to the fact that Tatum is hiding.
Yeah.
Like,
Because for me, the biggest clue that Tatum could and should have been the killer has her phone not on silent in 2026. Fucking
Yeah.
psychopath.
psycho.
Psych. So
Who doesn't have their phone on silent? Like, stop trying to bring ringtones back, guys. It's not happening. No one hears
I
their
won't
phone
have
ring
it.
ever.
I won't have
polyphonic.
it.
So Tatum ends up in the coffee house. Ghostface is after. Oh wait, Ghostface kills Ben first. Stabs Ben to death. I kept looking
Oh,
out
yeah.
for like, is this an actual death stab or is this just
Yeah,
like
me too.
a
Like when
fake
that
stab?
creepy guy got like stabbed, I was like, oh, stabbed has he been? Oh,
Yeah,
stabbed has he been? And then when he got impaled like through it and then
yeah.
bit, I was like, okay, no,
Okay,
he's
that's
dead.
I was
definitely.
right with you with that. Yeah. So Sydney uses. She's looking at the CCTV inside the coffee house to basically direct Tatum where to hide, get the gun. Here's how to take the safety off the gun, and here's where to shoot because Ghostface is behind this wall. So quick, shoot the calendar. Shoot through the 13th of March. Fuck, he's right
Shit,
there.
the way she was like so casual about going for the headshot, if she'd just been more decisive and just done it,
Yeah, just
Yeah.
pop a cap.
solved.
Just
Lives could have been
listen to
saved.
your mum, Tatum.
I feel like once
Um,
you've shot once, just he's in a mat. I can understand, right? Walking up to someone whose face you can see and whose eyes you can see, and
Mm.
just the kill shot in the head probably would be difficult. I feel like just a masked person, bang, get it done.
Also, can I just say, I find it really unrealistic that any girl in this day and age hasn't already thought about what she's willing to do in order to survive a dangerous situation. Like,
Mm.
just to like, almost everyone I've spoken to has already like thought deeply on it and knows exactly how far they would go. So,
Mm.
so to have someone who's like what 17 and is like, oh, I can't shoot him. I don't feel like that would happen.
No,
I can't shoot a man that's trying to kill me in the face.
Who I know has killed my boyfriend and
Just a
my
minute ago.
friend
yeah,
Hannah.
that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, that's
I'm
totally
in a
true.
hotel, so I can't play this, guys. But could you just have a glance over at the other side of your walls, at the walls of your room? Could you comfortably guess at this point where you would shoot through to get someone in various parts of the room they side onto?
Hell no.
Like, do you know exactly what's on the other side of your calendar or a particular picture in your room to be able to confidently say,
I guess
shoot through this?
the door is probably a good thing that Sydney manages. I'll shoot next to the door. Like, I guess that kind of makes sense, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's difficult, isn't it? Again, I just feel like having her do this from afar. It just feels like this scene could have been written so many different ways to I don't know, keep Tatum in peril, but maybe use Sydney a bit better than.
Yeah, I do like the kind of mechanic things. I think we mentioned this up top. As much as I think we have critiques of this film and the way some of it's come together, I think it's perfectly credibly directed, especially for someone who's directed as few movies as this.
Hmm.
His hand on the cinematography and the like, it works perfectly
There were
well,
really
perfectly
good shots,
serviceable.
like really like cool Dutch angles and really tense moments, and like I think that you couldn't really fault the directing, but I think that the writing from the person that wrote the fucking first one, like we know what you can
Yeah,
do.
that's crazy.
So how are you going to serve me this and expect me to eat that?
Yeah, I mean, as they said,
Yuck.
don't piss in my ear and telling me it's raining.
Yeah,
Like
don't
it's,
fucking yeah, that's exactly it.
I mean, this is the problem we've had, hasn't it? It's been a feature recently. You know, one of probably my biggest rant I've ever been on this entire podcast, pointing out that the same writer who did the screenplay for Jurassic Park wrote the new one and genuinely said, "Oh, people are bored of dinosaurs. Let's put them back on this." Fucking truth. Um,
Yeah,
like
so
yeah,
she manages to shoot Ghostface, goes out there. Obviously, Sydney's going, shoot him in the face, shoot him in the face. She can't do it. Immediately, Ghostface is up. They're having a tussle. And that is when she sees. Oh no, she's like body slams Ghostface through like a table, and then looks like she's gonna walk away. But then another Ghostface appears, and then
That's the shock reveal.
that's the shock.
There's
and then
there's two?
There's always two.
Sometimes there's more.
There's more
in
often
this case,
two
there's
than there's
three.
not two.
Would have been more of a surprise if there had not been three in the last one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so Stu calls Sydney. Well, Stu calls Sydney and reveals that Tatum is being held captive at home. He says something like, "She's where the heart is until I've stabbed the bloody knife through it." What do you mean?
Can you imagine if you just was like Sidney Prescott, good at killing ghost faces, shit at riddles? Where the heart is,
Where's that then?
I should
The
go.
morgue.
Where's that then? I
Yeah,
The
don't know where that
yeah,
is.
butcher's shop.
yeah, the
Where the heart
butcher's
is.
shop.
Butcher's shop. Where?
Uh,
Yeah. Um.
Heart. It's February, Valentine's Day. Go to Clinton's. She gets herself in. And Stu's phoning her back. Where are you? I'm where the heart is, Stu. I've solved your
Solved your
clues.
silly riddle.
Release, release my daughter.
I've killed her. I've killed her, you idiot.
The
Um.
heart is
So
the heart of the country.
The
the heart
heart
of
of
the
the
matter.
ocean.
The heart of the ocean. It's the bottom of the
Goes to
sea.
the The Titanic exhibition is on in town today. Of course.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre is being shown in the cinema, and it was, wasn't it, in this film?
Yeah.
You notice that? It's there. So Sydney goes there and she finds a lovely television message from Alton Towers of this from the scary rides when all the characters are there. Everyone you need to know. You've got
She's popped on
Stu.
Cameo.
You've got Stu. You've got Mum of Billy Loomis. You've got Brother. You've got Dewey. Officer Doofy is there, doing all the bits. Yeah, I don't know. And also, another thing I don't like. This is obviously pre-recorded, right? Ain't happening live. It's reacting to what she's saying, and she's saying things, and it's talking to her, and I'm like, background in AI. He's bloody some sort of. He's got mocap somewhere. He's
Yeah,
like,
but we didn't even see any of that technology set up, did we?
no.
So how is he doing
Hey,
that on a
he can
video
do it all in
call
camera.
in
He's
real
got
time?
an app for that now.
He's got an app for it now. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, either that or he's got the Sherlock Holmes powers where she's predicted. Either that or that one where it's like, please turn the light off, Lois. I'd rather not be seen right now. I thought you might say something like that.
So
Just predicting what she's going to say and like reacting
it's exactly like
accordingly.
that. It's silly. He tells Sid that they tell Sydney that he is returning to how the Woodsboro killing started. A person being forced to watch a captive beloved at home. Is that supposed to be Drew Barrymore? The way
Yeah, and
in
her
the
boyfriend
garden,
Steve,
right?
who's
I'd
big
be like,
and
oh yeah,
plays football and will kick your ass. So
oh
you
yeah.
better.
How how would they, the killers, know that had happened? We know
That's
because we're
true.
the omniscient audience of the film.
I guess is it just
All the
true crime?
police
Like all
would have,
these details are out there 30 years
all the
later.
police would have seen was that Steve was tied to a chair and
Yeah, that's
stabbed, and they
true.
would have seen Drew Barrymore hanging from the tree.
And why?
They would have had chronology within a few minutes, but they wouldn't have known
That's
that they'd have
true. There were
forced her
no
to watch.
witnesses.
And why would that
There
be
were no
relevant to Sydney, really, in any way?
Yeah.
It wouldn't, would
That
it?
was nothing to do with me. I knew her.
Yeah, I knew her, and I know that's how it started. But what are
Her,
you
Billy was the one that did the killing, though, isn't he?
clutching at straws? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
That
But
one.
it is
And
clutching at straws,
is this
figuratively.
erasing the fact that my mum was killed? That's how it
Yeah,
started.
Oh,
that
yeah.
yeah. It does it does get forgotten about. I feel like her mum getting killed. So Sydney goes outside, finds Tatum tied to a chair, Ghostface holding her at knife point, and then we just get a real, just standard reveal. I'm
A
Ghostface.
baffling reveal.
A baffling reveal, a standard reveal. So it turns out it's Marco. Yes, that guy with the egg and a nest hairstyle that we worked out was probably something to do with it from the mental institution.
He only gets a pass because he's Ethan Embry from Empire Records, and that's it.
Oh, okay. Is he the only thing I could think of? Is he almost like being used as Billy Loomis's mum used Timothy Oliphant as just like
No,
the
because it
muscle?
feels the other way round. Yeah, yeah. So he's the Timothy Oliphant. He's the Mickey of the
He's the
piece.
Mickey of the piece, yeah. Because there is even a moment where she's describing something and he goes, "Huh? What?
Yeah.
What are you on
And
about?"
she's like, "Shut up."
He
You know.
goes, "I got AI app. I got AI app. I'm good at AI. Me
And
I
then
do
he's
used to
Google."
just
work for.
killed instantly, isn't he? Basically.
Yeah,
Just gets
he
killed,
gets killed. He gets
shot in the
killed
head.
Oh,
instantly. So has he just become a murderer because he met a new girlfriend
he
at
did
work?
it
If you
all
work
for
on
the nookie.
yeah, he did.
He did it all for the
He got
crazy divorced mum
he got
vibes.
absolutely Fred Durst's out of
Yeah.
that, didn't he? He got Fred Dursted.
Depends how
He,
good it was, doesn't it?
yeah.
If it was life changing, you'd do anything, wouldn't you?
If it was
You
a mythic vagina.
She does do Pilates, aka atheist yoga, which means that she.
If she got that Gluck Gluck 3000, then I don't blame him. So he uses his previous experience in information technology. That's what it says here. To create Stu.
Information technology.
He did an information technology class for GCSE. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he drags wounded Mark out in the
Who's
passage
fine,
scene,
by
Oh
the way.
yeah.
and he's
He's
all right. And they're
alive.
like, he's hardcore, this guy.
He's down but not
He
out. If someone
survived
stands
for
over him,
hours with multiple stab wounds.
if someone stands over him and holds X, he could be fully revived,
And then we get
lifted back up.
second Ghostface unmasking, which was revealed to be Sydney's neighbor Jessica,
It's
as in
next door
mother,
fuck jar, Jessica.
as in mother of the kid who was a bit creepy and liked true crime, who was a bit of a red herring. It was Jessica, who was maybe up to this point had about 80 seconds of screen time. She explains that after reading Sydney's autobiography, she took the conclusion that Sydney succeeded because she killed those who tormented her, prompting Jessica to murder her abusive husband. Okay. when
And
Sid,
then
when
rather
Sid,
than taking that as a positive message, said, but now I need more
but now I need more. Yeah.
inspiration.
So when Sydney disappeared from public life and was not present during the New York City killings, Jessica was disappointed and discovered where Sydney had moved to, spent time at a mental institution where she met Marco, ultimately moving next door to Sydney with her son Lucas. Next door? Is that where she lived? Next door?
How
Yeah.
convenient that the house was up for
Very
sale.
convenient. I always feel like that's convenient. You know, when the person who's the killer like becomes in, like is in a relationship with the person they want to kill, like in these films, and I'm like,
That's a long game.
that's a long game. First of all, they got to be single. Second of all, you got to I don't know, be charming
And they have to
enough,
find you attractive.
and they have to find you
Yeah.
attractive, and you have to have
And they
things
have
in
to not
common.
be with someone else when this starts to
It's
happen.
yeah, you're really
And
reaching.
also, what if you have a really convoluted murder plan, but you're an Uggo? That's not going to help.
No, you just
Jessica
wear a mask.
explains that she will turn Tatum into the new Sydney, and this again, this was the only thread of this particular thing that I could kind of hang me out on at all. Turning Tatum into the new Sydney by repeating the traumatic events that turned her into the final girl, because this is almost like it could be a reset. It could be a reason for Sydney to no longer be in these films. You know, like
Mm.
we've got a new final girl, for example. And the really brave thing they could have done was kill Sydney. I feel like that
I feel like they could have, yeah, absolutely followed through on it and kill
just
Sydney,
follow through on
maybe
it.
in a
Yeah.
maybe with her saving the day, or even if we're to keep the reveal that we have, what would have made this a big difference for me is that if this plot is revealed before Ghostface is revealed. If
Mm,
when it's still Stu, it's like, Sydney, here's the thing. You're going to come here and I'm going to kill you. I'm not actually going to kill your daughter. I'm going to kill you in front of her.
mm,
And then, maybe after you've killed one of the killers, the idea being that she will become the new Sydney and I'm going to fade away and I'm going to escape or make them completely mad and go, oh yeah, I'm going to get them to kill me as well. But if it's only revealed to Sydney that that's the plan, that I'm going to either eat shit here or like she's going to see you die and it's going to turn her into like this new inspirational fighting character, then
or
that's
maybe
fine. But the fact they reveal it in front of Tatum, it's like, well,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna kill Tatum and frame you, Sydney, make it look like you did it, and like completely destroy your legacy that you're the killer.
Turn you in. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be Scream, and then I actually, the real villain, I'm revealing who I am. I'm telling you that I'm next door fuck jar, and I am telling you that I'm gonna adopt her and look after her because I've been in this film for more than 2 minutes, and I'm really close. In fact, I've been sticking my oar in, and she's seen me like as a more accessible adult, and I've been having a
Yeah.
conversation
And
with her
that's the
saying,
reason she's so
"You,
malcontent.
And you could
yeah,
have had that
she's been
throughout though.
digging
Yeah.
in." And
Very
like
good.
have a little bit of a row. Like when they've had a falling out, she actually goes round to the neighbor's house and she goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, she's just trying to protect you, but I'll try and talk to her. She
Yeah.
does need to
That would
let
have
you
been
in.
so good.
There we
Give
go.
it a bit of that. Give her a
Give it a
little
bit
bit
of
of
that. Um, but yeah, obviously how this pans out is Mark cuts Tatum free. She attacks Jessica. Sydney
He's got
shoots
a little
Marco
tiny
dead.
knife in his
It's a
hand.
tiny knife.
He's got a
William
little Sylvanian family's knife.
It's
He
stronger than the
cuts
aluminium knife as well.
William family. Just have a little.
he cuts his way through the sellotape and then Mr. Google gets a big headbutt in the face and then gets his head shot
Shot and
off.
then gets immediately shot by Sydney. Um,
Sydney's got
I guess
Sydney's
she
John
follows
McClane,
through
isn't she? She's
on the
got a gun sellotaped to her back.
Oh yeah, she does follow through on the headshots. Mine. She goes, shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's a bit extreme. And then bang, got you.
Ain't no
Yes.
coming back.
Jessica flees. Sydney chases her before they fight. They fight in the garage. Only stop.
Sydney is so much better at stabbing than her
The
neighbour.
way she stabs in the thigh and then she just goes bam,
Yeah.
bam, bam, bam with the thing. I was like, oh my God, Sydney, what?
Damn girl.
She does a bit when like she's holding her, she's trying to do an over the head stab, and the neighbour's holding on. She like basically drops the knife into her other hand so she can give her a tummy stab in.
That's
Can't
John Wick
believe
shit.
time.
that.
That's John Wick
And,
shit.
and then they shoot her face
Yeah.
Oh,
clean off.
So Tatum initially shoots Jessica, and we think that's it. But then Jessica attacks again, and they repeatedly shoot her in the head until her face is gone. Face is gone, and then we get the aftermath with the same sort of needle drop as
Music.
the end of the
The
first
same
one.
music as the first film.
Yeah, but just,
and we go very, very briefly to the original Scream font, aka the "You wouldn't steal a car" video piracy font.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ironically, a font stolen from something else.
Was it?
Was it really?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
genuinely is stolen from the video piracy ad. I don't know
Oh.
who stole it from who. Maybe the ultimate irony would be if the piracy ad stole it from
I'd love
Scream.
that.
So in the aftermath, Mark is taken to hospital with 900 stab wounds. Sydney thanks Gail for having her back
Yeah, but
earlier.
where was she though? Where was she though?
Thanks, Gail, for always having my back, but you weren't fucking her tonight, were you? I had to take matters into my own hands. And tells Tatum about her namesake. So basically gives a little bit of backstory to Rose McGowan's character and says that she was, what does she say? She says she was strong, she was funny, she was a badass.
Always got the beers in.
She always got the beers in,
the
even
beer
and
witch.
and she could sling a beer as good as anyone. She could throw a beer at a man better than
Her
anyone.
only weakness was dead slow at crawling through cat flaps.
Yeah.
Mm.
With
Poor
Gail's
spatial awareness, dyspraxia.
and then with Gail's blessing, Mindy provides the impromptu news report about the night's event. She ain't got a clue. She wouldn't have been there. What happened then, Mindy? Oh, I don't know. I've been written out of this because I had a little scratch in my belly.
Yeah, I got a scratch on the tum, and I wear quite a lot of midriff tops, so I
Yeah.
really had to get that healed
It
before
wouldn't
I
have
could come
looked
back in.
cute.
It would not have looked
Yeah.
cute. There we go then. That's Scream 7. That's nice, isn't it?
Needle drops, and we're off.
Yeah, I mean, let's not do it in depth. Let's not do an in-depth ranking of the franchise, but let's just say where would this particular installment feature, and if you were to rank the franchise, is it dead bottom?
Yeah.
Because I was doing a bit of looking at my list and how I'd rank them.
I don't love 3, but this is worse
Rehabilitated,
than
it's
3.
back.
Number 3 seems to be on my list. It seems to be number 6, but I have put Scream 7 at the very bottom simply because I think it's the killers and the reveal and the motive. It just does absolutely nothing for me.
And it was a bit too over-egged with the kind of self-referential
Yeah.
bit. It wasn't clever, it was just overt.
Hmm. And I feel like all these films now seem to go, Ghostface ain't mucking about this time. And I go, oh. And then you watch the film and you go, eh. you don't go, bloody hell, that Ghostface was off his nut. He was coming, he was shitting everywhere, doing a breakdancing in the shit, stabbing people. He had a samurai sword.
There's one bit where he has 2 knives, and you think, I've blocked you, he's got another one. He
And
makes nunchucks out of knives.
It cuts to reveal another knife out the bottom, like Darth Maul.
Oh,
And then,
God.
what?
Oh. But, yeah.
Predictions for the next Scream killers.
Don't
Stu
care.
back. Stu
Don't
back
care.
for real this time. You go, oh, I heard someone deep faked me, so that inspired me to come back. And creepy kid who needs a voice changer because he got Tower of London on the beer pump and his normal voice doesn't work. So he uses the voice changer
Oh.
to talk.
I mean,
Those 2.
whatever happens, I don't care. So
How
that's why I feel
long?
like
How long
I'm at
does
that
Scream
point.
need to rest for you to be interested in it coming back again? Because I know it hasn't already.
It ain't
They're
even
talking about starting filming this year.
It ain't
Oh,
even a.
don't. Have
It's not
they?
even a case of a rest. It's not like I need a rest from the franchise. I just need something different. It needs something different. It needs a shot in the arm, and it is so self-referential and it's so meta that it must know the history of slasher movies and movies that get to like a seventh installment. We're getting mad shit by the seventh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when we were in the Halloween territory, this is where the cult
This is where
bit
the cult came
came in.
out. By Friday the 13th, he was in. Was he
It
in
was
New York
Paul
yet?
Rudd.
He was in
We had a
Manhattan.
weird
Yeah.
He was in Manhattan. Yeah.
cult of
We
Thorn.
let's do something mad. Let's. We know who the Ghostface is from the word go. Let's just really subvert it. Let's do something mad. You need to because it is getting tedious, isn't it?
I think that we should go back to the original plan and maybe like have Tatum get a thirst for killing out of all of the drama that she's seen, and she becomes Ghostface, but we know when we're with her.
Yeah. Tatum, or do you mean Melissa
Tatum
Barrera's, or as well
and
as?
Sidney together.
Mother and daughter
Mother and daughter
Ghostface
screams.
duo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can officially say here from Scream Horror Magazine. Scream 8 is officially in development with Paramount Pictures and Spyglass Media Group greenlighting the project. Director Kevin Williamson, who's penned the original Scream, is set to return. Guy Busick will write the script. Film
It
is
has
expected to start in March 2026, like now.
it has made
Oh,
the most money of all the films as well, apparently. So there we
oh.
go. That's the only thing that
That's
matters,
because they told
apparently.
us we were getting Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
And that was a technically, yes, it was true, but mostly no, it was not.
How okay, in terms of actually rating the film then, rate good. Rate good or rate bad? What would you give it on the A to F pluses and minuses scale? Emma, would you like to go
D
first?
plus.
D plus? Okay.
Yeah.
What's the plus for?
Just out of like loyalty to the franchise and
Yeah.
just like I love to see Neve Campbell
Yeah.
and
I
Courtney
She's good.
Cox.
Yeah, she's good.
yeah.
Both of them are good in this. Neve Campbell, I
Mm.
think, puts in
They're both really, really good. They
a
like
good
really carry it.
performance.
I feel like I would go for a D because and the thing is it's not like you're never going to recreate that magic of the first one simply because of the era, the fact it was Wes Craven.
It was so different for its time.
It was so different for its time. It set off, it changed horror, it changed the landscape of horror. So it's difficult to do that. That's not what I want. I don't want this film to be more of the same. I feel like this franchise just needs a kick up the arse, and this wasn't it. So just D.
Think I will torn which one of you to join. I'm in the D zone as well. I'm gonna go D
Oh
plus.
yeah.
I'm gonna join Emma on D plus because again for the level of experience the director that's had to come in to do it has got perfectly well filmed movie. Action is good, the action sequences are good,
Mm.
but some of that stuff like the AI stuff is trite at the best of times, but is super phoned in. And like I didn't need like if you're gonna do the gimmick where you're gonna have Matthew Lillard as a guy, having it look like he's doing a cameo is fine because that's the way that the story works, and they can't make it work in real life. But you don't need to pull in all the others to try and
Yeah.
Avengers Endgame this, like they're all coming out of a bloody portal
And they've
at
all
the end to help
aged and they
Scream.
don't look
Yeah,
like they did when she knew them in that context.
Yeah. So it
yeah.
would mean nothing, wouldn't it? You go, who's that old feller? Who's that
Yeah.
Yeah.
old feller? Oh, didn't recognize you there
How
because
thoughtful of
you're
them to
dead.
age them up
Yeah.
like into their ages they would be now if I hadn't killed them.
Yeah, because otherwise it wouldn't
Or
make sense
just
to me.
or just put a little bit of subtlety in it. Just use their voices. Like
Yeah.
do something
Yeah.
else with the voice changer. Just use their voices and go, "Oh, which one of you've got so many ghosts. Like this is what's
Use their
happening."
voices and the visual can just be a ghost face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have done these things different ways and the
And you didn't.
reveal the way that the way that our killers came from, I feel there were an infinite number of more interesting things that
Uh,
this could have taken and it just didn't take any of them, and so much of it is because they had to start this over. They had to
Mhm.
take a film that was building to some kind of crescendo for this third one, and because of executive sensitivities and whatever your
I feel like
thoughts
all of that
are
controversy
on
just doesn't help.
politics, you've completely collapsed your
Yeah.
problem. And we've seen it with it's gone the other way with the next Saw that was in production, right? It wasn't a political thing, it was just not being able to
Yeah. Something like that.
square the story with the creative team and the studios. These things just fall apart. And I think what happens? You take the Saw approach and you disappear, or do you take what's happened here and you try to do your best to still get a film out? And what financially they've been rewarded for it, so why would they do anything different?
Yeah,
But
that's true.
ugh, it's
Yeah.
frustrating.
There we go. Well, that's Scream 7. Thanks for joining us, Emma. Thanks for attending the event. I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you had some beers. Glad you had a good time. Even
Yeah,
if the
and
film was
thanks
mindlessly
to the team
disappointing.
that invited us
Oh yeah, definitely.
along to go and do that again. Like I've said, loads of amazing people will have worked
Mm,
Mm.
on on this, and I'm glad the success it's had. I hope goes to all of you guys more proportionally
mm.
than the people that make rotten decisions.
Yes. Emma, where can our listeners keep up to speed with you and tell us all about the zine and the event you're attending as well,
This
coming up
Sunday,
this
Sunday,
Sunday.
Sunday, Sunday.
Yeah, I'm taking my occult music and arts zine, Earworm, to the Satanic Flea Market on Sunday. This Sunday, the 8th of March, the Spring Rites or Rites of Spring, I can't remember what they're calling it, in Angel. So I'll be there. And otherwise, you can find me on TikTok at EJ Cownley. I don't really post a lot on there anymore because I'm trying to limit my screen time. But if I am posting, that's where I'll be.
Mm, amazing.
Amazing.
We'll put links in the show notes to that and to the event and to your zine as well, of course.
Yes.
Let's do it. Thanks again for joining us. Thanks to everybody for listening. If you enjoyed the show, become a patron at patreon.com/horror hangout. Thanks to Taj Easton for our theme music. Thanks to Acast and Rusty Quill for hosting the show. Please consider giving us a rating or review. We're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Threads, Facebook, or horrorhangout.co.uk for everything in one place. Next week, Fright Fest Glasgow 2026. Me and Andy aren't attending in person, but we will be covering all the films we've seen so far that will be screening, and that happens this weekend as well. It happens from Thursday through
Yeah.
to Sunday. Is that right, Andy?
Thursday right through to Sunday. So we will be coming in hot on Monday off the back of all of the embargoes being over with all of our hot takes from another Fright Fest event.
Exactly. There we go. Wouldn't it be a good way to end this show if we all just said we've all been AI'd this whole time? We're all
Yeah.
three different, totally different horror hangout
I'm
hosts.
actually a border collie dog.
Same. Right. See you next week,
See you
everybody.
later, everybody. Bye for
Bye.
now.
Bye.
Bye.